Oh, goodness. He just missed the camera, please. Oh, I
What's
almost
going
had
on,
something in
guys?
you.
What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to the True Big Blue Podcast.
Yes,
You
sir.
know we go with the Big Blue Crew. Got yours truly, Big Pat Sports Talk with Classified 3F with Joe and G Nation Inside Sports. What's going on, fellas, man? On Wednesdays we like to preview the this week's game, which is going to be against Prince Charming, Trevor Lawrence, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They actually have us 3.5 point underdogs to the Jacksonville Jaguars, coming off a 3 game losing streak, and we're actually on the 3 game winning streak. This is kind of crazy. They have us ranked number 5 in some people's power rankings, but still have us underdogs to a 2-4 team. It's kind of crazy, but hey, who better to get opinions on the Giants moving forward, especially going at this Jaguars game? I want to hear what you guys got to say about this Jaguars game coming up. Koof, man, Joey, Big Blue Corner, King Tone, AJ Bravo,
Take your
Tommy,
time.
Deontay. Thank you guys for tuning in.
King
Yes.
Tone,
But
what up? Bravo.
Joe, what do you think about this Jaguars game coming up?
I don't think we got anything to worry about.
Well,
I've read stories about this and that, and they were 25th or less or higher defense or lower defense.
see, I'm looking at something different. I'm looking at a certain trend that the Giant has. The Giants, when we, particularly the years that we've gone on Super Bowl runs, the last two, right? Uh, we started out 0-2 both those seasons. Then we went on a 6 game win streak, right? We're 6-2. And then we dropped like 3 or 4 games there, almost back to back, where we had like we lost 3 out of the next 4 games, right? So we're 6-2. Then we lost like 3 out of the next 4, and we ended up like 6-5, 7-5, right? And everybody's like, oh man, if they lose another one, they could be out of the hunt and this and that. Then we snap off like a 4 or 5 game win streak and make a push and go all the way, right? We
Yep.
did that in 2011. We did it in 2007. And that was kind of where my thinking was when I picked my games when the schedule was released on this same stream on the True Big Blue podcast. Um, and I had us losing the Jacksonville game, the Minnesota game, and the Seattle game. And if you guys remember, I had us losing the first Dallas game and then beating Dallas on Thanksgiving. So with those three and the one that we've lost, that's the 4 losses. And then we sweep Washington. We beat Dallas on Thanksgiving, and we split one with Philly. And then I had us potentially losing to the Colts, which put us at 11-6. And that was my reasoning when I picked the games and came up with the 11-6. So while we're on a good streak, I do see this as one of these games that we're expected to win. And every year, the Giants, this trend again, will lose a game that we should have won. And then a game that nobody gives us a chance to win, we'll go out there and smack that team around. It happens every year. We do it every year. We lose a game that we should have won, and then we win a game that nobody gave us a chance to
Yeah, we do that every year. I just don't think it's this one.
win. It might not be.
I don't
It
think
could
it's
be the
this one.
Seattle one.
Yeah,
I
I
You
don't.
think
know,
it's
Pete Carroll is back,
the
and
3 games that I think out of the next 4 games, the one that I think that we might slip up and lose to be the trap game is the Seahawks. For
Mhm.
some reason, we're in
Pete
Seattle.
Carroll.
That's why.
Pete
And that
Carroll, and
crowd in
yeah, you
Seattle.
playing in Seattle, the 12 man.
hmm And so, and I have to admit, Geno Smith is playing some pretty good ball when you really look at him. He's actually playing some pretty good ball out there with Seattle.
I'm never gonna give that man no props. He ruined Eli Manning's streak. Him and that slick haired son of a bitch McApoo. Both of
That
them.
had
I
nothing to do
forever
with
hate
Geno
them.
Smith.
I know, but I forever hate both of them because they was both involved. Disrespected my boy.
But DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett may present some problems for us if our secondary is still banged up when we play them. So I don't like the Doria Jackson DK Metcalf matchup
Oh no. Definitely got to
because
bracket him and get him help because
you're gonna
that's
have to
just a
bracket
mismatch.
DK Metcalf. I mean, Doria Jackson would be there, but he would just box him out, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it's just too much body. You need.
Yeah, sort of like the Andrews
Yeah, last week.
game. We couldn't do anything with Andrews, and not
No,
too
he was
many
getting
teams
off.
could do anything with Andrews. He runs routes like a receiver, and that dude's as big as Kelsey.
And he
I
used
think
his
that
body
dude.
like a damn center.
Yeah,
He'll post you up.
yeah, he posted him up all game. I think he's the best
Maybe,
tight end in the game.
maybe the people know things that we don't know, and why Giants would be 2.5 point underdog.
No, I just think it's the popular
You
thing to
think the
do right
fix is
now.
in? You think the mob put the kibosh on the Giants winning streak? You think the fix is in?
Yeah, no, I kept it going. Remember that the guys in Florida, the old gangsters back there, they hated the guys from up north when they come down and looked up and look at my shit, my place. Yeah, motherfucker, you throw respect.
Yeah, we only 6 minutes in, Joe.
Oh shit, sorry.
Oh man.
Uh,
Yeah, he is slowly coming back. All right.
But nah, I don't think we lose to the Jaguars. The only chance the Jaguars really have against to beat us is if they run game goes crazy. And
Or if we beat ourselves
yeah,
and the refs
and
help
we
us do
turn
it.
over the ball. So I don't think we lose to the Jaguars at all.
Jay,
What's going on, J Lay?
how that baby boy treating you?
Parenting cave.
How that
How y'all
baby
doing
boy?
tonight, man? Long time no talk.
Shoot, just talking about the Jaguars game. I'm just trying to see how we could lose this game. I just don't see is Kenny playing. Hell no, Kenny Galladay ain't playing.
They said he was coming back this week.
Man,
Yeah, no, they didn't even practice today. How he coming back? He ain't practice.
he might as well not even be on. We don't need him. It's like,
Damn sure don't.
like if he was in the game, I'd be like, oh shit, man, here goes the
Right.
Jack.
We trying to get Seals off the field. They ain't gonna bring back Kenny Galladay? Shit, hell no.
There is talk. There is talk that the Jags are interested in taking Kadarius Toney off our hands.
Yeah. Let him go.
You still ain't told me who said it because the
Ryan
Jaguars doesn't make
Dunleavy.
any.
Ryan Dunleavy was the one who tweeted it. That's the tweet I saw.
No, Coach Dave, he's still out of practice. They say he's not even close to coming back to play yet. So.
Yeah, he just injured his other hamstring. That's why I'm like, why are they even interested in a guy who ain't playing? That's why I think it's cap. But I mean, the person who
why
tweeted
would
it
the
is the only
Jaguars
reason
be
I gave it
interested
merit.
in them? They just signed Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, all those other receivers, and they're 2-4. Why would they give up a draft pick for a hamstring hampered receiver? That doesn't make any sense.
But to answer your question, I think it has to be a cold day in hell for us to lose to the Jaguars. But you know how you got those games where it's like, oh, you're supposed to win them,
Exactly.
and then
See,
that does happen. That does happen yearly. That happens yearly. Not saying
I
this
just said that
everybody
shit,
in
bro.
the league. Everybody in the league. It happens. It's like these games where somebody's on a hot streak or they just got done beating the crap out of somebody. And then the next game they playing, Detroit or what I'm saying, something like that, and then they sneak out a win or I don't know. I mean it's possible, but it's highly unlikely. The way we've been playing, I don't see how you could just not prepare for the Jags and prepare for the Ravens and prepare for Green Bay and all of that and just kind of fluff over Jacksonville.
Yo, Coach Dave,
even J-Lay got on Twitter and was like, "Nah, Lou said it first."
Yeah, hey, I seen that. Kyle Pitts tried to which he didn't. I don't know if he knew or not, but Yeah, bro, you weren't the first one, my guy. I mean, he was saying it, but not first.
Coach Dave, he says Tony back at practice. No, we need to keep him around. So you would keep Tony around, but you would get rid of Daniel Jones.
I mean,
Who
I
gonna
want to
throw
get
to
rid of
Tony?
that. I want to get rid of. I don't want to. So I've been off. I haven't been on in what, like a week or two, right? It's been
Since the
it's been
baby
a
was
good
born.
week.
Since the baby was born, yeah.
Yeah. So they're still talking about Daniel Jones not being on the team.
This shit is crazy, Jay. This shit crazy, bro.
What the fuck do you want from? I mean, I'm sorry.
You can't have these two guys on.
This video's already been demonetized.
You can't have these two guys on before 30 minutes is up.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you got. I gotta have a buffer before I go. But I don't. How? Because he's not throwing 4 touchdowns a game.
Oh, is the Knicks game over? Sorry. Did the Knicks pull it out? Because they was down by 17 and then they came back within 2.
I thought the Yankees won game 1 against the Astros. They already playing game 2 already?
I said the Knicks.
Well, Ty's talking about the Yankees.
Yeah, Ty's talking about
the Knicks and the Grizzlies was playing.
Man, I'm starting to realize there's a difference between people that watch football and see football.
A lot of people, I didn't even like think of this until it was like a couple months ago, somebody had brought it up. But a lot of these people are like, and it's no disrespect at all, but a lot of these people have never even played the game of football, like organized, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even, you don't got to be in the NFL or college or something, but just to be able to read a defense, know what other positions are supposed to be, and how they come out of it, like, just different techniques and different things. And they be having all these big old opinions and all these big old, saying assumptions or, things to say. And it's like, you've never even, how would you know? Like, I never played basketball. Yeah, I never
says
played,
you need to come into the modern era of football. Game managers don't win Super Bowls. Can you name me the last quarterbacks besides Tom Brady that have won a Super Bowl besides Mahomes? Who were the other quarterbacks that won Super Bowls?
I got even one better for you. I'll tell you who does win Super Bowls. Defenses.
Yeah.
Are you forgetting about that? Listen, Joe Flacco is a game manager. Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl because they had a defense, and he managed the game.
And that defense won the game for the Rams.
The Giants, every Super Bowl we've ever won is
the Broncos defense won the Super Bowl against the Panthers and Cam Newton because Peyton Manning didn't do it.
Manning was washed.
The Bills lost the Super Bowl because they lost their child because they didn't have their defense wasn't up to par.
Jimmy Garoppolo, hold on, man. Jimmy Garoppolo was almost just in the Super Bowl the same year Stafford won. Nick Foles is one of the only other quarterbacks that beat Brady in the Super Bowl. All your super cool quarterbacks, how many of them have a championship besides Mahomes?
And Mahomes has one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Has Josh Allen even made it to a Super Bowl? Nope. Did Joe Burrow win? Nope, because he lost to a better defense that game. That Super Bowl won points put up across the board like that.
It's because of defense. Every Super Bowl the Giants have ever won has been because of our defense.
No, I'd rather go with the quarterback that best fits my team, sir. That's what you have to do. You go with the quarterback that best fits your team. There's plenty of game managers that won Super Bowl after hell. One of the best game managers ever in the history of the NFL got 3 of them. So and then another one, and Terry Bradshaw got 4 of them.
So what's exactly is his question? Are you asking me?
He's saying Daniel Jones is average.
That's good enough. That's good enough to win. There's been average quarterbacks that's won Super Bowl. Plenty of them.
Most of the time, average quarterbacks make it to the Super Bowl
because they have stellar defenses. That's why they have always had the phrase "defense wins championship, offense sells tickets." You're in the ticket buying business, sir. That's what the issue is. The new era. What are you talking about? We've been playing and winning all of our games by running the rock and a stellar defense. That's how we've been winning.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Is a real
Wait. You said by what? You told me this was today's offense. You had to adjust. You can't win just running the rock and running the rock, pound it.
That's exactly how you win. Who said that?
You don't. You got a 50-60% pass.
Yeah, we're running the ball almost as much as we pass, and guess what?
We're winning.
We're winning. Why have the Titans been in the playoff picture, deep in the playoff picture, the past 3 years of the AFC with King Henry?
Winning. I got to quote my boy Charlie Sheen. Winning. I got dragon's blood. Winning.
Like, dude, seriously, bro, you need to watch the game and learn the damn game.
Will's comment right above.
He said, "Yeah, what's the point of the game? To win the Super Bowl, right? Sit the fuck down, sir. Right?
Hold on. He said, hold on. The Dave Coach guy said we're delusional. Watch the boy throw shit for 3 years. Now he's throwing turnovers.
What did he have? What did he have around him for 3 years?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
He still don't got shit around him now, and he's making it work. The man is making lemonade with fucking limes.
Shit, he's making lemonade.
Massive salute to the Big Blue Crew, and for all diehard Giants fans around the world, please slap all stinky boys losers out of the front door in a hurry and F all Jags.
Facts.
All right, Tudo. Hey, good victory the other day as well.
Thank you, Diwani Timberlake, or Daiwani. Am I saying it right? Is it Daiwani or Diwani?
I always say Diwani. I don't know if I'm saying it right either. You gotta let us know how to say it, Diwani.
Yeah, we don't want to hack your name.
Keep messing up your name.
We want to say it properly.
D'Illa said, Bengals ain't fluky. Too much talent on that team to be fluky. Arguably the best 12 punch at receiver, solid running back, and top-tier quarterback. They'll be there in the end. Let's hope, because they're not looking too good right now.
Well, I tell you what. We got
Diwani. You said, Pat said it right, Diwani.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. Let's not even have these debates. Let's review this Jags game like we intended to.
Can you hear me?
Who that, Tommy?
No, it's Coach Dave.
Coach Dave.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
What's up?
What's going on?
All right.
You know, feeling like a winner. Feeling like I know more than y'all.
Hey, are we all?
You probably do know more than me. I know just enough to know that I don't know shit.
That's good.
Right.
But I ain't too proud to admit it. That's the problem with a lot of people.
No, that's a good one. But sometimes when you hear bullshit, you gotta just recognize it, and sometimes you gotta just trust your eyes, and sometimes you gotta know when to not trust your eyes.
Pause. Wait a minute. Trust your ass.
So what is?
Hold on.
Eyes. Okay.
I'm gonna do this with you for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna cut this off. What do you see? What do you see on the field with Daniel Jones? Tell me what you see.
I see someone who is managing a game very well, who is cut down on their turnovers, who is pretty much, doing what the coaches are asking him to do. He's not over. How do I say this? His fingerprints aren't overly on the game per se, right? So he's not up there. He's not making all these adjustments and checks on the line. He's not controlling it. He's just
a new offense.
He's following instructions, and the scheme has been tremendously great. And he's just, okay, here's the read. Here's the one read right there. Throw the ball there.
Yeah, you know where his stuff came from for the game plan? Daniel Jones created that offense.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Daniel Jones with the because him and he wanted a few. Well, what you like, what you don't like, we'll
Yeah.
try
He
it.
had some input. He had some input, meaning like you saying that the coach asked them, "Hey, what do you like?" Right? As
So
good coaches do that. So yeah,
So I got a question. Can I ask a question? So
sure.
what would you like Daniel Jones to do in order to have the approval of putting his fingerprints firmly around this team?
Well,
Good
I
question.
feel like
Hold on, sir. Before you answer that, I just
okay.
want to say that let's not forget he's only 6 weeks in to a completely brand new offense, which is complex.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not doubting that at all.
Please go
I,
ahead and answer the question, sir.
Hold on 1 second. Tudo with another $4.99 super chat. It says, "Big Boss Pat, please suit me up against Jags losers, and I'll provide you the best O-line pancakes in the world, and we'll slap Ingram loser out of the exit door." Hey man, I don't know what it is about Evan Ingram, but man, he makes you pretty
He
mad.
cost us so many games, bro.
But yeah, please answer that question for me. What are you?
But
What is
yeah,
Daniel
coach,
Jones supposed to do?
coach,
what do
yeah.
I
So
need to
what?
see from him?
Let him
Well,
answer the
I
question.
think here's the thing. I feel like you
Yeah.
guys are
What
just
does he
like,
need to do?
okay, let me answer the question. Right now, I think we're all pleasantly surprised with what's going on. That's fair to say. I mean, you guys have said, okay, I'm sure I saw you guys talking about 13-4 and all that, but you guys are still pleasantly surprised with that being said, right? I feel like it's still very early in what's going on in our development, and I feel like you guys talk about a old NFL in yesteryear. Like, granted, it's been 10 years since we've really been winning and been relevant, but the game has
Facts.
changed tremendously.
It has.
Like, this is not, oh, run, defense. You need a quarterback. The game is all about the quarterback. The
Can
rules
I
are
say?
all about the quarterback. So why wouldn't you put yourself in position as a franchise to take advantage of the new rules of the modern era of the game? It's
Why
simple.
does it? Why aren't they bringing down 8 in the box right in the box? And hello, let's see then what will happen, right?
What's going on, King
Yeah.
Judge?
Well,
Okay,
what's
but
that? Because
okay, all you guys love talking about quarterbacks putting up stats. So, what type of stats would Daniel Jones have to have
Listen,
in order
you
for
need
him?
to listen on average bare minimum. We need to be throwing over 250 yards, period. At a minimum, that needs to be okay. He just had an okay game today. We can't be comfortable and saying, okay, we got 200-yard passing game in 5 weeks and we're just happy. Like, that's ridiculous. That's not a long term recipe for success. It's not. Let's be realistic. Like, you're not gonna have a team that's successful and accomplishing things with a quarterback that's struggling to throw 200 yards in the game. I get it. We got receiver issues, this, that, and the third. Cool. However, the line is improving week by week. You see that.
And guys are dropping the ball. He's not overthrowing them. It's hitting their hands and they're
He's missing.
dropping it.
People are dropping passes, and he's missing passes too. So it's
but no,
both.
he's Daniel Jones has been making
So hold on,
a lot more
hold,
risky.
hold on, hold on, because we went through whole film reviews. I can show him that. If you all you gotta do is look at the film review, you see what Daniel Jones is doing. But you said over 250 yards, so you saying what about 270?
No, I'm
270
saying
a
No, he
I'm
game?
said a
saying that
minimum. He said a bare minimum of
that needs to be the
250.
bare minimum performance for the
Bare
modern
minimum
day.
of 250 yards.
For the
Okay, how many
hear me out.
touchdowns?
Hear me out. For the
How many
modern day,
touchdowns?
uh, I would like to say bare minimum 2 to 3 on average. That
So
needs to be
so I'll go with the lower. You said bare minimum of 250 yards per game
that
and
needs to
two
be.
touch
Oh, okay. We didn't do much today. Yeah.
and, and,
And
and,
2 touchdowns per
and
game.
2 touchdowns. So that's the bare minimum that you say a quarterback's supposed to throw. So if you do
In the
250
modern
yards
NFL
per
era.
game, if you do 250 yards per game times 10, that's 2,500. 7 times 200 is 1,400. 50, 350. So basically, a quarterback is supposed to throw for over 4,100 yards and 34 touchdowns a year, and that's supposed to be the bare minimum for a quarterback for a team to be successful. Now
So
I
how
want you to
many
look at
quarterbacks in the
I
NFL are
want you to
doing
look
that right
at
now?
I want you to look at how many quarterbacks in the NFL are throwing for over 4,000 yards and over 34 touchdowns a year.
I have to look it up, but the elite ones.
Look it up, please. While you're on stream, look it up.
Hear me out.
Look it up, please, sir. Look it up. You just said this out your mouth.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up. What
He'll
was
look
it's
it up.
4,100 yards?
He'll look it up while I make my point.
Wait, 4,100 yards and what else? How many touchdowns?
The 4,100 yards are very doable.
4,100 yards and 34
I'm just
touchdowns.
trying to get the numbers right so I can look it up.
4,100 yards and 34 touchdowns.
Touchdowns.
And how many quarterbacks in the league out of 32 are doing that? And they have to hit both because he just said that's bare minimum.
Right, not one or the other. They have to have both. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's like, and we had a slow day today.
250.
Yeah, that's a slow day. You see what I'm saying? That's a slow season. That's bare minimum. 4,100 yards and 3,400 touchdowns. 34
Coach Ed
touchdowns.
said defenses are playing too high quarter concepts, which are taking away deep.
Yeah, the NFL right now is currently down in points, 9 points per game. So right now, if you really look at what's going on, the unders are winning all the games. So points are down, but it's a combination of the defensive adjustments. Also, offensive line play is horrible this year as a whole. So that's contributing to the lack of quarterback play that we're seeing right now because of the lack of contact that these guys are taking during practice. Like they're just not going to get enough practice time to build cohesiveness within the front line. But regardless of that, guys, all I'm saying is
hold on. I got the list right here. The quarterbacks that did it.
Okay, who did
it? Tom Brady.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers.
You didn't even let me read it, bro. All right, go ahead.
Josh Allen. Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford.
Did Burrow do it with a horrible line?
Did who?
Burrow did it.
Okay. Listen, people are doing
it. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Because he just snuck that in there. Hold on. He did it with a horrible line, but with a number 1 receiver and a number 2 receiver. How many number 1 and number 2 receivers?
And a tight end and a mixer.
He did, but he led the league in sacks. But cool, I hear that.
But we have no number 1, no number 2, or number 3. Guys, so your argument has no merit.
Yes, it does. Two things could be right at the same time. Two things can be read at the same time. We both right.
So the court. Hold on. Out of all the quarterbacks in the league, the stats that you just said that are pedestrian that should happen no matter what.
No. I'm saying that's my.
You said that was bare minimum. You said bare. You said bare minimum. You said bare minimum was a slow day.
I said my expectations.
That's what I'm going off of. You said bare minimum was 252 touchdowns.
That's what
That's over 4,100 yards and over 34 touchdowns.
That's what I'm.
8 quarterbacks in the league that did that.
Go get one. Period. Go get one.
Where are you finding all these guys? There's only 8 quarterbacks in the league that did that, and we all know 5 of them been doing it for years.
Okay, so who's the last 4 quarterbacks who won the Super Bowl? Stafford, Brady,
Mahomes.
Who won before that again? Was that Brady again?
Yeah, Brady done won. I don't know how many.
Brady or Russell Wilson. Brady or Russell Wilson.
No, it wasn't Russell Wilson. Russell won a lot.
Russell Wilson ain't won one in a minute.
The last 4 Super Bowls was last year. It was the Stafford. The year before that, it was Brady.
Mahomes.
The year before that was Mahomes. Who won it before the Chiefs?
Probably Brady.
Was it the Patriots? It might have been the Patriots.
Probably.
So it's been Brady twice. You know, Brady got 7 of them.
Yeah, it's probably Brady. So
thank you, Tudo, for the $1.99 super chat. New York Giants 11-6 this season. F all the haters. Forget about it.
I'm just saying, come into the modern era of football. We are the New York Football Giants. I get it, but y'all stuck in the past on this power eye, hand the ball off play.
Do you understand? Hold on. Do you understand?
I'm sorry.
Now, all this stuff that you're saying, do you understand who we have on the field?
No, I listen. I'm fully aware of that. This year, listen, guys. This year is a mulligan to me. I watch games with no emotional attachment, and I'm pleasantly surprised and happy. If we win, oh, that's great. If we lose, cool. This is a rebuild year to me. I don't have the expectations of y'all to really go out there and do anything. I'm just like, oh, this is cool.
That's
Wow,
your
we're
fault,
surprised.
sir. That's
no, it's not my fault. Why would I have expectations in a team that's been out of the playoffs, out of the season every year by Halloween for 7 years? Why would I have expectations of that?
Because I have expectations for everybody that I'm.
Well, we're not gonna be out of it by Halloween this year,
no,
sir.
we're
And that's a
right.
And if you got expectations, now you just need to step up your ambition for what you want from your team. Because
11-6, sir.
low.
11-6.
Welcome
that's
to the
damn
show.
Good.
11-6.
Your ambitions of your quarterback is low, bro.
My
cool.
ambitions are not of my quarterback.
Because y'all bigging him up like he's just a world beater. He's managing the game, brother. He's not fucking it up. He ain't winning it.
Whoa, sir.
Okay.
I was one of the first people on here who said I was not happy when we drafted Daniel Jones. I am not DJ's a great quarterback guy. Neither is Pat.
I can't tell with Pat, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of that, brother. Pat, I can't tell.
I mean, Pat is one of them guys who, as long as he wears the NYG logo, if he starts improving, we're gonna support him. When he starts fucking up, we're gonna dog him. Pat has made videos dog walking his ass. You can go look him up. You know what I'm saying? Breaking down film where he fucked up and how bad he fucked up. Even to the point where, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So we're just honest. We're not saying DJ's great. We're saying from the last 2 seasons under the Joe Judge era, where he looked atrocious, to what he's looking like now under Dable, has been a vast improvement. Fair. Now, mind you, if our defense is keeping us in games, which is what I said in the offseason, me and Pat both said, our defense is going to have to carry us. Our offense is going to have to run predominantly through Saquon Barkley in our running game.
Facts.
Because we have deficiencies at center and left guard.
And
we have a rookie right tackle. And so our offensive line needs to gel and get way better at pass protection. And our run blocking was our niche. That was our thing that was working. So until that run blocking gets better than it is already and they gel, then they'll get better at pass protection. And then you can trust, if these wide receivers catch the ball, our passing game to get better. So that was the philosophy and the game plan that we was talking about coming into the season. And so far, that's what's been working. So we're not saying, hey, DJ's fucking great and we're happy with 189 yards passing. No, but we're happy we got the fucking win. We were 4-13 last year. We were 5 and something the year before that, and then 4 and something the year before that. So it's like we got 5-1. Fuck yeah, I'm happy.
I'm happy too, and we all happy, bro. I don't want you to think that I'm unhappy.
Hold on, Coach Day. Do you know how many points we averaged this year on offense?
What, 22, 23, something like that?
So if he can average 22 points with the roster that he has out there right now, and with
a practice squad receiver out there,
and with the limited amount of passes that he has right now, what do you think that he can do if he has some extra talent out there with him? If he can average 21 to 22 points right now.
Honestly, just being perfectly honest with you, brother, I honestly don't think he could do any better than what he's doing now. Just being fair. And here's why I say that.
Oh my God.
Let me explain to you why I say that. If you really analyze the game, what was our starting field position in that game this Sunday? Okay, what was our starting field position in the second half this Sunday? Like, look at our defense.
You're basing it off the 2 turnovers that we got at the end of the game. You do know we drive the length of the field to get our touchdowns, right?
Drive, yes, but hear me out, brother. What I'm telling you is our coaching is phenomenal. Our coach is out coaching the other coach every single game.
That's a fact.
Our special teams is amazing. They don't talk about our special teams enough. We don't make any mistakes on team. Our defense is playing out of their mind. When I talk about our team, I can mention 4 or 5 things before I even get to DJ. He's managing the game, brother. At one point in the game, we ran a wildcat. Saquon hands the ball off to DJ, and he basically throws a pass off of a sweep. You don't call that play with respectable quarterbacks, brother. What you watch the game too long to know that.
I've seen
That's a
Tyreek Hill
scheme.
throw the ball to Mahomes. What is you talking about?
You've
That
seen
doesn't mean the
Tyreek Hill,
quarterback is bad.
brother.
I've seen Tyreek Hill get the ball and hand it off to Mahomes, and Mahomes threw it to Kelsey for a touchdown one time.
Post that play.
You pull up the play. I can't keep pulling up everything for you.
Hold on.
RJ
Davis, what's going on, brother? AJ Bravo says time of possession is key for the Giants.
Facts.
Brandon Bagley, definitely don't need that to win a Super Bowl. King Jers. Oh, King Tone with the super chat.
He says, I'm happy for the Giants are fighting every game.
Absolutely.
Like, do you know how many turnovers this defense has got throughout the season?
Christopher Tony in the building.
I just said the defense are playing out of their mind, bro. Like, I don't have.
Do you know? But hold on.
What's going on?
But hold on. Do you know that we just got our first interception against the Ravens? Our very first one.
Yeah, we got our first interception, but these dudes are coming up clutch.
Do you know how many comeback wins that Daniel Jones has?
This season alone?
I think it's 2 or 3.
3.
No, it's 4, sir. Every game he's came back just about for us to win.
I mean, so basically, you're saying he's leading us to the victories. That's what you're saying. He's the reason we're winning the game. He's got the team on his back.
Him,
coaching Saquon Barkley, and Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, defense, Brian Daboll, Kafka, and Wink. It's a team effort. Go ahead, Coach.
You just hit what I was. You just hit what I was about ready to say.
The New York Giants.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I do understand where you're coming, and today's game is supposedly, or it is a passing game.
Yeah.
But throughout the history of football, the defense will adjust to the offense, and the offense will adjust to something else. Defenses are playing back more in coverage. They even have done that. Hold a minute. They even have done that to Brady. They have done that to Mahomes. They have done that to Rodgers. They have even done that to Josh Allen, elite quarterbacks. What you still need is an effective and an efficient running game, which will then pull the safety or pull more players into the box.
Absolutely.
So once you do that, then you can go back over the top. But you just said, as a whole, currently, the scoring average is down 9 points, I believe you said, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
So that means the defense from last year. But the bottom line is the defense has adjusted, and until the offense does something different, they're going to play back, and the scoring is going to go down. So it's now going to go back in a sense to a semblance of old school football, which is running the ball, eating up the clock, clock management, hitting balls either short level, intermediates, because you don't want to see the explosive plays, and play sound fundamental defense and special teams, which is exactly what the New York Football Giants are doing, which is exactly what the New York Jets are also doing. So
let's go New York.
Hold on, Coach. Do you know what's going to happen if you keep playing the way that you're saying that you want to play? You're going to have a quarterback that throws for 58 times and only 258 yards. And only put up 19 points.
Listen, I'm not saying throw the ball for 50. I'm not saying that, hey, that's a guy that I want out there. I'm saying that in today's modern day, okay, all right, I'll take it back a second. So I was listening to something, Vincent, who's Troy Vincent? So you know who he is.
Cornerback, Eagles.
Yeah, but he's
a law enforcement in a sense. He's a law enforcement for the NFL because he hands out the punishments.
Exactly, he hands out the punishment for the NFL now. So they had an interview with him, and he said, because as you know, they've been calling these crazy ass calls lately. So they were like, hey, so basically, what's your take on this? And he said, listen, we have no regrets, and we're not backing off of the way that we're calling the game. Your quarterback is the most important thing, and without your quarterback on the field, with the elite level of quarterback play that we have in this league, we need to protect them. So my thing to you is, Why not get a quarterback who can take advantage of all these rules that are going on?
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Why get average Joe, who's going to be, he's somewhere sandwiched between Tannehill and if he's great, he's Cousins. If he's a bum, he's Tannehill. Like, that's who we have.
Can I ask you a question, Mr.
Sure.
Coach Dave?
Go ahead. I'm here for you. Go ahead.
Is Aaron Rodgers an elite quarterback?
Absolutely, he's an elite quarterback. What are you talking about? Without question.
Did we not just beat that elite quarterback?
Brother, as a team.
No, with our old school defense that we're not playing in the modern era, as you say.
I'm sure when I
stop that so-called elite quarterback that you speak of. Yeah, without having one.
Yeah, they're in a bad slump right now. Yes, we beat them. We did.
Did we not just beat Lamar Jackson? Is he an elite quarterback?
Without question, he's elite.
Did we not just beat 2 back-to-back quarterbacks with our old school way of playing football?
Tannehill. You have Tannehill.
Tannehill is brother. Tannehill is a bum.
Y'all blew my buzz, man. Damn. I wanted to preview the Jags game.
One last thing I want to ask you, Coach Dave.
Okay? Sure.
With Lamar Jackson, everything that just happened this past week,
right.
he moved up and down the field on our defense. I will attest to that. But the bottom line is, was he scoring points?
Hell to the no.
No, I feel like you guys get my argument confused. Like,
no, I fully understand.
My conversation and my argument is strictly 150% Daniel Jones.
No. I understand that. Listen, Coach Dave. Let me show you that I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
What you're saying is Daniel Jones does not give this team the ability to play at an elite quarterback level or slightly marginally above average in terms of quarterback play. Exactly. You're looking for a quarterback who can fit that role right now. That's what your argument is, correct?
Correct. I'm saying.
Okay. No, I got you.
Let me add to that. Let me just add on. I feel like the position is evolving. As we see, the position is getting extremely more athletic. There's talent coming in from college that's, whether it be Young from Alabama, whether it be Caleb Williams from USC, you see all these different levels of talent coming in. Why should we just say, hey, no, we're an accounting firm, so let's get Eli 2.0 and just. That's all I got. Why should we do that?
Okay. Like, how do you get the said quarterback? Just those. Hold on, Lou. You just mentioned the 2 elite quarterbacks. I'll even throw Hendon Hooker in there.
Yeah,
I'll throw Hendon Hooker in there. But my question to you is, based on that, how do you get said quarterbacks right now? Right now, this is as currently constructed with this team, the way it's playing, the level of talent that's on this team. How do we go get one of those quarterbacks that you're saying we should go and get, number one? Number two, if you do that, basically you're saying we need to strip this team down and basically
mortgage the future.
Mortgage right now to basically set up for the future. But in the past, haven't we always been told that as a Giants fan? Haven't we always been told that we're in a sense we're mortgaging right now and then we'll worry about the future later?
Now watch this.
Well, I was under foolish.
I'm gonna answer the question he posed real quick, Coach Ed. Because he said, why shouldn't we go get that quarterback? Correct? That's your question. Why should we keep Daniel Jones and go get an elite quarterback that you want? Correct?
We at least think it's elite or has the potential to be elite. Yeah.
Okay. Or has the potential to be elite. Okay.
Yeah.
Why we shouldn't go do that is because if you bring an elite quarterback to a team that's in a rebuild, is it beneficial to the team and the quarterback? Or do you completely build that line and get your pieces and then bring an elite quarterback into a team that's set up for sustained success?
That's what I think you do. I'm not ready to mortgage the future of the organization right now. And when I mention those names, those are the names that are available right now. I don't think the level of talent is going to diminish. I think the level of talent is getting better, because even when you look at the youth level, the best athletes are playing quarterback now. So it's only going to get better. What I'm saying, I don't think we should mortgage the future, no, but I'm just saying I don't think as an organization we should basically tie our this guy. I don't think that. I think, okay, we're going with the flow right now, and a year from now we'll see how things go out. But no, I'm not ready to mortgage the future. I think we need 2 more drafts under us, and then we say, okay, let's get the guy we need to really take us to that next level. That's what I think. I don't think I'm not saying blow it up today. I'm not saying, oh, go give up 2 first-round picks to go get somebody this year. I'm not saying that. No, I'm not a lunatic. I don't think we're that close. I think we're overachieving. But what I will say is, I feel like this organization and this regime and this coaching staff in particular can scheme and get the best out of talent, because as we're seeing, they're getting every ounce of juice out of this team right now.
Okay, so let me ask you another question. Out of the remaining 11 games, right? 11 games in a bye, right? That's what we have.
Sound like that.
Out of the remaining 11 games, how many do you think the Giants can win?
I don't know. I feel like we could win every game, but it's not realistic for us to win every game moving forward. So I guess out of 11 games, I guess I would say, if I had to pick, I guess I would say, we'll probably be
of just the last 11 games of the season. How many do you think we'll win?
I think we might be 6-5, 7-4, probably something like that. So to piggyback on what you. To piggyback on what you're saying, like, we're not going to be in great draft position at all. Nah, we're not going to be in great draft position. So we just have to develop the team and just draft the best players.
Bingo. There you go. You said the
and that's all we're saying.
Yeah, Bill. Yeah, that's all we're saying. I mean, we're not in a position to get any other quarterback. And Daniel Jones, he's doing the job, and with mediocre talent as far as receivers
if he
around
can manage wins while we continue to build the team, then we go get the quarterback and put him in a position for us to win 3, 4, 5 out of the next 6 or 7 fucking years.
Here's the dilemma. If Daniel Jones is in year 2 when this is going on, we're not having this conversation. I don't have shit to say about it. I'm just like, all right, cool. Whatever. This is what it is. We got a couple more years. Let's see how this shit plays out. He's in a position right now where he needs to get paid coming up. I don't think I'm looking at a $26 to $28 million quarterback. I just don't.
They should have picked up the 5th-year option. That's day bad.
No, it's not that bad. Why the fuck would they pick up?
Because it would have been 24. Now if we fucking go 11-6, they're gonna have to give him like 30.
I don't see a $30 million quarterback. I don't know what you guys.
We're not saying that. None of us are saying he's a $30 million quarterback.
They should have did that, because now if we go 11-6, he's gonna want that bag.
Exactly.
And they're gonna have to look at the record and be like, shit, he took us to the playoffs.
No, but here's why they don't. It's not a situation where they're.
And Mara likes him.
Yeah, but Mara's stepping back now. But here's the situation where we don't have to necessarily do it. He can't start anywhere else. There's no other job for him out there.
Do you understand when you guys say that, how weird y'all sound when y'all say that?
Where else can he start?
He could go to Tennessee and start right now.
No, he can't.
He can go to the Colts and start right now.
He can go to Detroit and start right now.
He can go to the Browns and start right now before Deshaun Watson gets back. He can go to Denver and start right now.
No,
he can go to the Saints and start right now. He can go to the Falcons and start right now. He can go to the 49ers and start right now.
Coach Dave, the bottom line is, because you just said, and I'm being very literal with what you just said, because that's what I like to do. Okay, you said, and I quote, "There's no other place for him to go
and start."
And they're saying there is, even if it's one team.
You're right.
You're financial coach. You know that if there's one opportunity, then you play one against the other to raise the price.
Let him walk. If that's
If you do that, you're still going to have to go out and get a veteran. Hold a minute, you're going to have to
What's
go
your
get a
plan?
veteran. That means you're going to your rate is still going to be about the same thing. You're going to have to overpay for whatever, and no veteran is going to want to come in on a 1 year.
I'm sorry, Coach. You know the way that you're talking right now. You're gonna have Mitch Trubisky playing for the New York Giants.
Oh
That's
my
exactly what you're gonna
Oh
have
my
playing
God.
for you. There's no rookie quarterback that's gonna come in
God
here.
forbid.
Then it's the same shit.
You say let him walk,
Man.
but you have no plan at quarterback. You have no plan at quarterback.
I don't know. I said
Well,
I want to go back to something you said earlier, because you
that
said
refused to
you
receive
alluded
it.
to
No Mitch Trubisky
you
ever.
alluded to the development of players. Period. Case closed. Quarterback included. All right.
Right.
And you can get a quarter. If that's the case, you can still get a quarterback. You don't need to spend a first round draft pick on a quarterback. It has been proven
That's absolutely true. We could get a second round.
But on the flip side, in fairness to Daniel Jones, he had and Mara has said it. We have done everything to screw this man up.
Yep.
And it's not fair to him. The system they ran the last 2 years,
3
as you
offenses
just
in 5
said,
years.
the offenses are basically, it's for a quarterback, it's elevated.
4 years.
Jason Garrett's offense is 1990s, the Dallas Cowboys from the 1990s. We all know that. That's not being fair to him. So in essence, he hasn't had a fair opportunity to be properly developed. Properly.
And
He
now
started with Shermer, then you threw Jason Garrett on him with Joe Judge. And that was a fiasco. And exactly, he's regressing. There is no progression. So he hasn't had the opportunity, and now he's getting coaching, which is showing that he does have the opportunity and some ability, some to improve. Now, how far are they willing to go? That's up to management and the coaching staff.
Highlight Juan Santiago at 10:28.
It is up to them, but he is showing me that there is something there that you can work with.
Do you think he's special?
Excuse me?
Do you think he's special?
Of course.
Like he rode the short bus?
Of course, he's not special in terms of a quarterback, elite quarterback in this league. But that's not reality. That's not reality, because you're not going to always get all these elite quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers, to be brutally honest, where was he drafted? And how long did it take for him to develop and prove himself?
That was a different NFL. He was drafted.
No, it doesn't matter. But the point of the matter is he still was developed. That's what I'm getting at.
No, absolutely. He was developed for sure.
And that's what I'm getting at with Daniel Jones. He hasn't had the opportunity to develop, because based on your argument, you need an athletic quarterback. He may not be Lamar Jackson, but he does have a level of athleticism that is there.
He runs fast straight. Yes.
It's not even fast straight. There is a level of athleticism that is still in there. Whether in a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10, 10 being the best, I could say he's probably about a 6.5 to a 7. And that's better than most of the quarterbacks in this league.
That's fair.
He does have the ability to hit all the targets for the most part. He doesn't have the strongest of arms, but
he has the respect of his team.
And remember, when he first came in here, him and Slayton were phenomenal, especially with the deep balls. But again, we ripped out the offensive coordinator that he was building with, and then threw Jason Garrett on him. So, and if you bring it back to right now, he doesn't even have the receivers.
Kyle Pizzo in the chat.
He does not have those receivers to be able to properly develop. That he doesn't even have Shepard, who to me was the best receiver he had to develop outside of Slayton, to give him an opportunity. So right now, he has my old fat ass can probably be a better receiver than the receivers we have on the roster.
Yeah, phew. Okay.
I know I'm not a receiver. I know I'm not. But the point I'm making is he doesn't have the necessary tools around him to really be successful.
I just feel like I hear more excuses than what he. Well, that's all I'm saying. Like it's
what elite quarterbacks have the type of receivers Daniel Jones is playing with right now?
Okay.
Name one elite quarterback that's ever played with receivers like Daniel Jones has right now.
I got better one for him. I got better for him. In the last 6 games, how many has he screwed up and turned the ball over and so on and so forth?
He's gotten better with the turnovers. That if I can't hate on the man and say that. That's plain as day.
Okay, that's half the battle.
He is managing the game much better. But to the credit of the coaching staff, I feel like
But what if?
I feel like they're cutting the field in half. I feel like.
But what if? And I brought this up earlier. What if did they?
At 10:38.
Oh shit! I just lost it.
It'll come back to you soon, God. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's up to the coaching staff right now, and they're saying, "Listen, Daniel, this is what it is. We're cutting the field in half. This is what you see. If you don't see it, let it go. If you see it, make the play, and that's that." Like I feel like
what film have you watched to say that's absolutely true? Because I can show you film where this dude is looking at both sides of the field the whole time, making right decisions. I got it on film. You saying they're cutting half the field off for him? That's not true.
I'm not saying that's happening 100% of the time, but I'm saying there's passes that could be made, and he's not making those passes because he's not seeing the pass to be made. He's not looking at
that's
that.
How can you say that? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. We can go sit here and watch Patrick Mahomes, and we can watch every elite quarterback that has missed a pass. That cannot hold because that's just the course of the game. I mean, you have so many other factors. You have pressure. You may have been late to see a safety roll or a DB to open up or a linebacker. So you were late to get over there, yes, or something happened in the course of the play to change it. So to say that he's missing plays, yeah, every quarterback misses a play.
Dallas got one of those games against us where they caught fire. End of story. What else will you want? What else can I say?
They just whooped the ass, man. That's all.
Yeah, that was it. Yes.
And guess what? The dude had 26 pressures on them game and still had a chance to come back and win that game. With 26 pressures.
With a rookie right tackle who's
great
went through the fire in that game against DeMarcus Lawrence.
Due to great special teams, great coaching, and respectable defense. Yes. Daniel Jones, listen, I'm not saying.
So Daniel Jones, that Dallas game, he didn't do nothing in that game to keep us in that game. That's what you're saying.
He didn't turn the ball over. That's what kept us in the game. He didn't turn the ball over.
So that's all he did. He didn't turn the ball over. That's all he did that game. Getting pressured 26 times, only being sacked 5.
This is just different than y'all. You guys, I'm looking at it like you're a 4th-year quarterback. Certain shit you shouldn't be doing anymore. And you guys feel like he should be
getting What is he doing that he was doing last year? What is he doing?
The only thing that he's doing now that he wasn't doing then is turning the ball over left and right, which is a good thing. But he's not winning the games. He's managing the game.
He has 4 comeback wins. What are you talking about?
All right.
Out of 5 games that we've won, 4 of them he had to bring us back from a deficit
of 10 or more.
Okay. So Daniel Jones is the reason that we have.
Let me tell you something. Yes, and I'm gonna explain why. Saquon Barkley hurt his shoulder and had to leave that whole series. Not one play, that whole series. And DJ threw the ball up the field and got us to the end zone.
How many third downs have this dude come up on 3rd and 10 or longer? He's come up with completions. That's not him either, right? I guess that's just the receiver.
And practice squad receivers.
Listen, guys.
And I'm not saying he's the hottest shit since sliced bread.
That's hard for
me. He's done enough to win 5 games with all the deficiencies that we have. And yes, granted, it's great coaching, great all-around team play, all 3 phases of the game.
Well, now if Wandell is coming back again, so at least we got our 2.
Yeah. Well, guys,
and he's a rookie.
We gotta just agree to disagree. You guys are happy with.
And guess what? And I'll tell you one other thing. That he has above those elite quarterbacks that you're mentioning. Doesn't mean that he's better than them, but he's actually playing, and he has that better than them this year. Is the average earned points per average per play. They say Daniel Jones is likely to put up more points than what those guys doing per play, which is amazing to me considering that he's the most pressure quarterback in the league. But you look up those stats, they're not going to show you that.
Hey,
People
Joe.
are not going to post that.
Oh, turn your camera on, Joe.
Just
Turn your camera on, Joe, for 1 second. Hey, Danny
Yeah.
Duds. We're not having that conversation here. You see this? The Big Blue Crew? That's my black brother, that's my white brother, and I'm their Latino brother. There's no color here, brother. There's one race, the human race. So don't come here with them dumb questions if DJ was black or would he still be here, none of that. We don't do that here. We human,
Right.
bro.
Well, guys, I don't want to piggyback off of that, but I definitely feel like if he was black, he'd be out of town. But that's neither here nor there. We could transition and just keep moving. I do agree with that person, though.
I don't play the race card.
Yeah, we don't do that here, bro.
Even, but I felt that before too, though. But like I said, you guys make a lot of excuses. Y'all make more excuses than what he's good at. What's his alpha?
We tell you what he's good at.
Special. Tell me
what do you mean? What is special? This team believes in him. That's what makes this guy special. If you get 4 comeback victories, double-digit leads that the defense has given up, that's the only way the team can go up by more than 10 points if the defense gives it up. Correct or not?
I want to have
big play slay.
The crackhead cousin sold the TV when he left the house. He believed in him. But okay.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for coming on.
Nice talking to you guys, and Pat, I'll catch you in the chat.
And we agree to disagree, but we can part ways amicably and respect each other's opinion. You have a great night, brother.
Yeah, good night, man.
God bless.
Go Big Blue.
Go Big Blue. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Crazy.
No, let's not talk about
I
him.
got an idea.
I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm talking about it's crazy how people talk about the dude like he ain't doing nothing. Like, what are you looking at? There's no way possible.
Causing a high. Causing a high. Oh, God.
Like, there's no way possible you can watch these games and say Daniel Jones has nothing to do with the victories.
But on to the Jags. Coach, thanks for coming in. What do you think are the 3 keys to defeating the Jags this week? We'll start that off with you, sir.
Number one, it's always going to be the same thing: physical in the trenches. That's through the whole season, so that's always an important key. Whoever is more physical in the trenches has a great opportunity to win. The running game to set up the passing attack. We definitely have to be able to run because, I have to give credit. They do have some good ends and, it will, they can definitely pressure, but I do have faith in our tackles that can sustain and hold. Neil knows from Georgia, his days with Georgia, so they're battle tested. And of course we have Andrew Thomas on the other side, so he'll be able to take Josh Allen and handle him for the most part. But again, they do have a decent or a good defense. So they can be very, very physical, but you can run on them. Defensively, number one, Peterson does a good job scheming. You can't fall for it because in their last game, play number 2, they did out of a double wings, they did a wham where got a big game. I think it was like 40 or 45 yards. So you can't fall for it because Peterson is going to scheme and he's going to try and take advantage of our over-aggressiveness. We have to be fundamentally sound defensively and get good hits on Sunshine. Get good hits on Sunshine because if you rattle him, he does put that ball in harm's way. And, those are the 3 biggest keys for me.
Okay.
All right.
You want me to go?
Yes, sir.
I'll go. Offense, it looks fine. Defense looks fine. It's special teams for me. And I say that because if we could get them at the 50-yard line, we have to punt the ball or something. And they give them a first down or something, and they have to punt. We won. You get that on the 40, first down, or touchdown, hey, kick it off. Right? Wrong? Indifferent? Last I seen, they played that a lot of times. So then You got teams that drive one way, drive the other way, turn it over, drive the other way, turn it over. That happens too.
Yeah. Well, Pat, you want to go with me?
You go ahead and go.
All right. For me, even though I picked them to lose, I still think there's three ways. The three keys to beating them is we've got to control the time of possession. We got to run the ball. Okay. Make them load the box, kill them with the play action. Simple. I mean, he might be right about me. I'm stuck in old school football because it works. Even in the
Always
modern
has
era.
worked. Always has worked.
Like Coach said, defenses adjust. Now they taking away the big explosive plays. So
But
until offensive coordinator is sharp enough to design new plays to make them switch up their defenses, that's what the NFL is going to look like right now. And that's what Coach Ed was saying. But people don't understand. Two, our defense has got to get more than pressures in this game. We've got to get sacks or forced errant throws and get turnovers. And three, I think Daniel Jones just has to come out here and light their ass up and just shut everybody up.
yep.
Like I said, that's easier said than done. If they play you a certain way, you're not going to be able to do that. But with Marcus Johnson having about 3 games underneath his belt, and with Slayton being out there for a couple of games, getting feet underneath him, and Wan'Dale Robinson, let's see what we can do.
They're gonna have to respect my authority.
But if they play stupid and don't put people in the box and let Saquon Barkley start going off, we're gonna hand off the ball to our playmaker, and it's Saquon Barkley.
Facts all day.
It's stupid as shit. Like, I don't understand these people. Oh, you got to pass the ball for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns a game to win games. But it's teams like the 49ers are always in the thick of things. Teams like the Titans is always in the thick of things. If you can run the ball and play good defense, you're going to be in every single game. I don't care what era of football it is. If you're playing good defense and you're getting that other team off the field and you're running that ball, you're stopping the other team from getting back on the field, which means the clock is running. And if you could put up points running the ball, you're going to be a problem. And those are the teams nobody wants to play in the playoffs, no matter if it's 1925 or 2025. It's going to be the same thing.
Wells, I called it a trap game too, but I called it a trap game when we did it 3 months ago.
Yep.
What up, Alex?
Ain't no team ran 8-man boxes against us every game, every play. If they did, they would get burnt.
This one in Seattle. Sorry, go ahead, Pat.
What's going on, Rob? Like, man,
Rob.
people just talk. Like I said, I do film reviews and I show you exactly what's going on out there on the field. And people need to learn the game before they speak, because all you doing is speaking hate about a guy. I'm not saying the guy's going to get a brand new contract after this year, but I know one thing: when I look at this team don't win without him on that field.
And you can't just let him walk away. That's crazy.
Right. You ain't got no plan to get no other quarterback in here. Oh, I'm just going to give up all my draft picks for a rookie and bring him in to the same situation Daniel Jones is right now, and he's just going to light it up. How the hell is that going to happen?
Especially now the DJ starting to learn the offense, and you know what I'm saying? You're going to bring somebody else in here who don't know nothing of it. And first time playing the NFL speed coming from a college environment, you setting us back.
Nobody has a plan. These are the same people that said trade Saquon Barkley. Oh, positional value. We could get a 2nd round pick for Saquon Barkley. What 2nd round pick is going to bring you what that man?
Heavyweight champ. Got to highlight that one.
Yes. He says, "Woo!"
DJ is our franchise quarterback. We going 11-6, like Lou the Guru said. Like Lou the Guru has said since day one. And if they make the playoffs, they're going to do real well with the ladies. Tell them, Joe.
Hey, woo! Hair of the dog.
I hate when people just say off the wall shit just to be talking. Like, come to me with some facts. Like, tell me facts. There's no possible way you look at the game and say that man is not a part of this team winning. There's no way you can look at the game and say Saquon Barkley's not a part of the team winning.
I don't know why, but my son-in-law is dancing in the kitchen. Yeah, he's doing something now. Oh, God. Sorry, continue.
Something good.
Got stuck in your head.
Tell me that you like it. Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on, Tudo? He says, always stay focused and never forget where you came
That's
from.
a fact, Tudo.
True.
That's a fact.
And then I wouldn't even be mad at you if you had a plan. If you had a certain plan to say, okay, I'm getting rid of DJ because we can do this and this could turn out to be better, I'd be like, well, okay, that's pretty cool. Maybe that could work. But you don't even have a plan. Oh, you got quarterbacks like Bryce Young, the boy from Ohio State, Caleb Williams, who don't even come out the next year. He comes out the year after next. And if you have a low draft pick, how are you getting Bryce Young?
All right, now back to the Jacksonville Jaguars game.
He's got resin in here.
Yeah.
Bookend in the building. What's going on, Bookend? D. Illa says we're basically the Browns without Cooper, without a better defense and a better QB situation.
Hey,
Browns defense
use hot
even
water
this year.
Just use hot water to clear up your bong.
No, hey, mute yourself, Joe.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ. All right, DJ can make every throw, says Bookend Tackles.
Anybody fighting inside of that?
UFC, yeah. What's his name? Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira.
Yeah. Okay, so we got to fight the call Saturday night there.
Yes, sir. Let it to the face. The Ground and Pound edition.
Oh, it's at 2 p.m. Damn, it's in Dubai.
Mm-hmm. If Lou does leather to the face, I'll be there 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the desert, Abu Dhabi. All right. Shukran, my friend.
Right, Bookend. 5 for 5 on the TD and bring us within 3 on that touchdown drive. That wasn't him either. So it's going to be 1 o'clock my time then that day.
Yep. 7 for 10 in third down wasn't him either. Right.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't him either.
Right.
Do you know that Daniel Jones has more first downs with his legs than Saquon Barkley does this year? Look it up. He's ran for more first downs than what Saquon Barkley has done this year because he has to get out that pocket because of the pressure that he's getting. But he can't read the pocket.
And he
can't read the field.
Shout out to Saquon Barkley, too. He hasn't gotten his credit for it. When the blitz come, he's been sacrificing his body and has been blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Sure has. Yep, almost 70% completion percentage, but hey, he
it ain't
sucks.
Daniel Jones. It ain't Daniel Jones. It's the Christmas pass throwing the ball out there.
He got a 70% completion percentage thrown into the receivers that he has out there, and not one of them will be starting on anybody's team.
You know, we're apologists for Daniel Jones.
Yeah. And the Astros beat the Yankees. I hate the Astros
for like 3 years now.
Astros beat Yankees
78% against Green Bay.
Yep, 78%
Tudo says,
completion percentage.
Lou, start your bare knuckle fights and sign me up first, please.
Like, I don't.
You want me to start a fight club? First rule is you don't go on social media and start talking about Fight Club.
Right. The first rule is never say anything about Fight Club. It don't exist.
Oh shit!
You just said it
You
live.
got us all busted.
Right. Like, I don't get it, coach. Like, all the stuff, you can't tell me anything that he does good. We telling you the whole time what he's doing good.
Look, we're apologists, and he's a hater. Just like you said earlier, agree to disagree, and let's move on because I don't want to deal with this anymore. Seriously, man.
Cool.
I like talking about the football.
See Tudo fight Coach Dave.
Nah, put Coach Dave out in the rugby field. That's better.
Right. Yeah, put him out there in the rugby field. People's eyes don't work. Can't argue with these fools no more. They're just gonna keep regurgitating ESPN narrative.
Our star uses it against us.
He says, since the beginning of the season, I've been screaming Astros, Yankee, Ace, ALCS, and Astros all the way. Giants NFC Championship. Let's go bring the brooms out. Astros back-to-back sweeps that ain't cheating. Yeah, they did. They did say y'all cheated to get y'all one World Series. But if y'all win this one, it ain't cheating no more. He says that TD throw DJ made to Bellinger this past week reminded me of the throw Eli made in his rookie year to Tune to win the game against the Broncos. Backpedaling, pedaling off. And guess what? That pass that he threw to Marcus Johnson in the back of the end zone was on a frozen rope. And Johnson dropped it. But he came back the very next play and threw a touchdown anyway.
Look at that. 81% pass completion percentage against Tennessee. But no, he sucks.
Right. He sucks. Oh, Daniel Jones wouldn't start for any other team in the league. Like, there's no way possible you believe that. You just regurgitating what you heard. You know how many teams are in the league that would take Daniel Jones right now for what they have right now? You serious? How the hell is Jalen Hurts considered in the MVP conversation, but Daniel Jones is ass, and Jalen Hurts barely has stats better than Daniel Jones, and his defense is getting him on the what he said about us, that he didn't have to start half the side of the field, half at the 50-yard line every time. Look at that Cowboys game. That whole first half, they didn't have to go no more than 40 yards because they kept turning the ball over. The Cowboys did against the Eagles.
But remember, everyone told me back in the day it's a passing league. You know, to go with you, run the ball, spread option.
He just came on here and said that it's a passing league, and you're not going to win games like that if you can't pass for 250 and 2 touchdowns. But we're 5-1, and we just beat 2 of the elite QBs that you're talking about.
Yep.
And guess what the Ravens did? They ran up and down the field on us, holding the ball, taking time off the clock. DJ had to get a 10-point lead down immediately. If he didn't score a touchdown on that drive, when we was down 20-10, the game is over. And he went 5 for 5 and led us to a touchdown drive and threw that good pass to Bellinger.
Yeah.
But he has nothing to do with nothing to do with the win of the game.
Why, of course not.
There's one thing to criticize somebody. There's even one thing to even not like somebody. But damn, at least give the person they just do. Good Lord, I'm not saying that this dude is Joe Montana or anybody like that. I'm saying this dude is Daniel Jones.
I said Joe Montana.
Yeah, I'm saying this dude is Daniel Jones, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do for this team to win, and he's a part of it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, you're making excuses. What excuses am I making? How's that?
He's 5-1. He's not 1-5.
Right. What? Right. And then when I tell you, name one quarterback, one of your elite quarterbacks that's ever played with receivers like this,
Y'all
ever had
ruined
an
the
offensive
whole
line like
street.
that.
You understand that? Y'all ruined the whole street. Y'all done got Pat off the rails. We done went off the whole purpose of this Wednesday preview. Pat over here giving points on why Daniel Jones hate is just ridiculous at that damn point.
It's not even about the Daniel Jones hate. It's about the stupid stuff people say. Oh, your game managers can't win a Super Bowl. Do you remember Stan Humphries? Do you remember Jeff Hostetler?
Yeah.
Kerry Collins, Brad Johnson, Neil O'Donnell. Troy Aikman played in one season where he threw for more than 20 touchdowns, and he got 3 of them.
Okay.
Like, I don't get it. Then you tell them to name the last winning Super Bowls. Oh, Matthew Stafford. People weren't even talking about Matthew Stafford before he went to the Rams. They were saying he was trash over there with the Lions. But you put him in a better situation with some number one receivers on the field besides freaking hurt hip Kenny Galladay, and you see what he does. What he got a team behind him that can back him up. But look what he's doing this year when OBJ leaves.
Ultimate team sport.
Look at Aaron Rodgers. Is he still playing like Aaron Rodgers when Devontae Adams left?
And that's what they don't understand neither. What is the quarterback's job? He's the captain. He's the leader on the field. He is supposed to delegate and manage the plays, switch them up, call them out, call out the defenses, get guys in better positions, pre-snap. Hey, you can move over here. Hey, watch it. Giving them signals. Hey, we're doing this. 50-something is the mic, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
this is put well right here, Lou. They say DJ won the winner before the season started. He starts winning. What I don't like the way he's winning. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, man. You might as well just give him the rope and let him hang himself because that's all you want him to do. That's crazy. But go ahead, Lou.
No, it's just it makes no sense.
Yeah.
And you want to bring a rookie in here who everybody knows is a rookie learning curve.
Yeah, you want to bring a rookie.
Yeah. And all of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden we just gonna throw 400 yards a game. We bring in a rookie that you know nothing about. All you think you know about these rookies is they've been hyped up in the media. That's the only thing you know about him. You didn't say he does this well, and that's why this can happen. He does this well, and that's why this can happen. You just said, we draft Bryce Young because they say Bryce Young is good. Oh, he's making great plays in college. Reggie Bush is the greatest college player ever.
Here you go. How many quarterbacks they said was great and got drafted first round and was bust?
And how many people were destroying Joe? Me in the beginning, destroying Joe when they first came out. He said they was gonna be hyped up, and guess what? They hyped up these quarterbacks. But how many people told me I was crazy when I said I wouldn't take not one of these dudes in the first round?
Yeah, shit. And only one of them went in the first round.
And guess what? Kenny Pickett got hurt his very next start, and Mr. Trubisky came in there and won the game for the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's how it works. They drafted Trey Lance, gave up 3 draft picks to go up to get Trey Lance, and guess who's still the starting quarterback for the 49ers? The same moron that you had there in Jimmy Garoppolo, who's led you to a Super Bowl and an NFC Championship game. But you wanted to get rid of him because Trey Lance was that shiny new toy, and he is ass. Even before he got hurt, he was ass.
Here we go.
And now you done wasted 3 first-round draft picks for a dude to replace the guy that was already there.
You bring a rookie in, put him on this team. What are we going to have to do? We're still gonna have to run and play defense until he develops.
You know what they're gonna do, Coach? As soon as we get a new quarterback, you know what the first thing they're gonna say to get him?
Oh,
Man, we gotta get the offensive guards to help him out. We gotta get receivers on the field so he can produce. What? But you told DJ to get it done no matter what.
So,
one thing I can't stand are hypocrites, bro. That's terrible. You tell this man DJ to get it done no matter what, but as soon as you bring that new quarterback in, you're gonna say get him an offensive line, get him some receivers, and watch him play well. If I saw you in person, I would hit you dead in your eye.
Lord have mercy. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Moving on. Okay. So, Pat, what are the 3 keys? No, sorry. What are the 3 things the Giants can't do in order to win this game against Jacksonville?
Bench Daniel Jones, bench Saquon Barkley, and don't coach well.
What's your take, Joel? What can we not do this week against Jacksonville?
For what?
In order to win this game, what can we not do?
What can you not do?
Yeah. What must we not allow in order to win this game?
Ooh. I'm gonna say blocking.
We can't allow blocking.
They can't allow. Wait a minute. They right? What the?
Block poorly, Joe. I know what you meant. Block poorly.
I was just fucking with you, Joe.
It's block poorly. I know what he meant.
He can't block poorly.
Blocking. We can't mess up blocking. Yeah, gotcha.
Damn it. Getting the old geezer. Son of a man.
Stop it, Joel. I'm older than you. Stop.
I'll buy 1 year. Yeah, I found that out. I felt like I was an old man. 1 year to me.
It's still I'm older than you, so I'm an old man.
Yeah.
But the 3 things we can't do, to be honest with you, is we cannot allow that rookie and Josh Allen to get immense pressure off the edge. We cannot be undisciplined in the run game against the Jaguars because even they can run the ball, whether you believe it or not. ETN and Robinson are very good running backs. They actually got a 3rd running back that's doing well.
Jarius, thank you for becoming a member.
Oh, you just became a member on your channel?
No. It's the first time I seen his name was green.
Oh yeah, Jared became a member like a week ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, I missed the last.
I thought he came on your channel.
I missed the last 2 streams.
Yeah, that is right. And the 3rd thing we can't do is allow Prince Charming to be very comfortable in that pocket. Because if he gets in a rhythm, Christian Kirk can do some things to his paws. I think Darnay Holmes will have a tough time guarding Christian Kirk in that slot if Prince Charming is back there and he has a lot of time to throw that ball. So I'm not worried about the outside receivers and Zay Jones, and I think it's still Marvin Jones. Is it still Marvin Jones, Coach? I know it's Zay Jones.
Hold on, let me look at that.
I know they got rid of Chenault. So I think it's Marvin Jones, Christian Kirk, and Zay Jones out there. And I know DJ Chark is gone too.
Jacksonville. Team.
Yeah, that's his name, Deella. Thank you, Jermichael Hasty.
Okay.
He's pretty good too. I want to say it's Marvin Jones.
Team waiting to positions. Here we go. Slow down. Their wide receivers are. Did I pass on? Jamal Agnew, Zay Jones, Marvin Jones Jr., Tim Jones, Christian Kirk, and Cedric Pryor.
Yeah, and Jamal Agnew, he's another like running back type guy. that they use. So Agnew, Etienne, Robinson, Hasty, they're going to try to run the ball against us in the very beginning. But if we force them to be one-dimensional, we can definitely win this game. Yeah, but Kirk is due to get one good game. Tudo. He says, gentlemen, it's been an honor and privilege to hang out with everyone in the chat. Time for us to get ready and travel for a away match this Sunday, and we need everyone's prayers, please. God bless everyone. Cheers. You know we got you, Tudo.
Blessing and
We
the
got you,
favor and the
Tudo.
love of the Most High
Always,
God to
brother.
protect you and place a hedge of protection around you on your journeys, your travels, and all your endeavors in the name of Yeshua.
There you go. Did Odell go to the Vikings? Man, they saying Odell ain't gonna be ready till around Christmas, man. That dude should go ahead and sit out
And
this
even
year. Try
then,
to
you
get a
shouldn't
contract
expect
next
him
year.
to do nothing
Right.
amazing. He coming back off a freaking
ACL
on the other leg, right? Because the last time it was the other leg. So now he's had both ACLs. Because he probably messed this one up, overcompensating, rehabbing for the other one.
You mess around and see him fall on the ground like Shep did.
Like a ghost hit him.
Right.
Better sit this one out, buddy.
Right. You better sit out and get your contract next year. You already got your ring, so
right. Get healthy.
and you make
come out
plenty
there
of
and
money
try
off
out
the
next
field.
year and wow everybody. Think about
Yep.
it. A whole season off, and then the off season rehabbing. You come back.
2 off seasons to rehab, basically.
Yeah.
And you already get big money off the field, so you ain't worried about no dough.
Maybe you could teach little Hammy how to rap.
Should just teach little Hammy how to run a route.
How to read a play.
Something.
Tell little Hammy come watch our film breakdowns. We'll teach him how to run plays. Some of it. They already ran one that we drew up there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and don't think I didn't notice that the Broncos ran my play on Black Madden episode 2 with the tight end. That was my play. The exact way I drew it up. That's how they did it when Doches got his first touchdown. When he had the tight end loop around the receiver.
Look at your phone, Pat.
I don't even know where my phone is.
Lord have mercy.
I'll be back, y'all.
Warren, crime and pride is what they teach it.
Help. Help.
What's wrong?
Somebody help.
Oh.
Not just anybody help.
I just need someone help.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We found out you was sitting out there by the garbage can that was on fire with 2 of your homeboys serenading the ladies walking by.
Man, I used to do that back in the days, bro. Seriously.
I know. I grew up around that. That's why I said, don't let me find out you was one of them dudes.
Trust me, I had plenty of them thrown at me, and I threw them right into the trash can. Plenty of draws. I get you. That was me.
I got a feeling that the interceptions are just going to come fast and furious. We got that one out of the way. Now, look out.
Definitely need to not give up interceptions, and we have to create turnovers. We can't have this game and not have any turnovers. We need to also get turnovers in the plus territory and play with a short field on occasion, even though we can drive down the field on them. Be fundamentally sound. Like Pat said, we can't let Allen and what's his name, Walker, wreak havoc from the defensive end spot. And you can't let Travis Etienne run all over us. But the biggest thing to me is we cannot have Leonard Williams basically disappear. We need him to have his presence felt along with Sexy Dexy in the interior. So, because other than that fumble, Leonard wasn't known, but I also know he's coming off an injury. So I
But
need.
there was a few plays in there other than that fumble where he showed up. Had he not
Again, the
shed
Lamar.
his block and pushed the pressure to the right, the running would have broke open.
No, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, I know he's
He
working
wasn't
his way back
100%
from
though. Yeah.
exactly. So that's what I'm getting at. I need him to ramp it up just a touch more. Yeah, he made some plays. I mean, I broke down on that crazy triple stack amoeba defense, hybrid amoeba. So and Leonard was right there to help prevent Lamar from bouncing out to the left. So, but I need for him to step up just a little bit more. That's it. He's that type of player. So him and Dexter on the inside will help our edges that much more. So, but I can't have him just not be there. I need him there. Eric Graham. Oh, okay, I got you. All right, Lou, what's yours? What can they not do?
We cannot allow them to run on us. Period.
Mm-hmm.
We have to force Tannehill. We have to force Tannehill to throw the ball.
Tannehill.
I mean, shit. Lord have mercy.
I forgot. That's why I just call him Sunshine because I get you. Sometimes I forget.
Fucking Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, yeah.
Yeah. He said Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's messed up. That's what made me remember who it was, though. That's horrible. Yeah. You said Sunshine.
I got sunshine.
I
cloudy day.
Mm-hmm.
When it's cold outside,
I got the month of May.
Well, I guess you say,
come on, Joe.
Can make me feel this way, my girl.
My girl.
My girl, talking about
my
girl. My girl.
Boy, y'all horrible. Hey, listen.
Trevor Sunshine.
Sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate. That boy good.
It sounded good to me, damn it.
I like that. Trevor Sunshine and Sunshine Lawrence.
Oh my God. Boy, it was horrible. We just lost you about 15 subscribers, Pat.
Yeah. Sorry, Pat.
Oh, man.
We broke a few wine glasses and some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, my singing day stopped when I was about 12, 13. My voice said, fuck you. I used to be able to sing. I used to love singing.
I used to love it too, but it's too ruthless for me. That's why I left it alone.
Oh, no, not like I never tried to be a singer. I just loved singing. When songs came on and I knew how to sing, I had a voice capable of singing. 32 years of smoking killed that.
Gotcha. I understand that part too. Yeah. I can't believe that's a foul. That was a foul. Whatever. I'm not going to entertain that right now. Claypool is making 1.6 mil this season. To me, that's the guy you go get if you can get him for a reasonable draft pick.
Hell no, D. Illa. Listen.
Why?
Listen. Make this rookie learn under fire. Okay, he's proven that the light's not too bright for him. He was 3 passes for 37 yards. Okay, he had a touchdown, and he only played 23% of the snaps. So, I mean, that's a damn good start. So you couple that with Darius Slayton, who's starting to get back in the groove. Marcus Johnson, right? The O-line is starting to get a little better. Granted, left guard is still an issue and center, but it's coming around. So if we can force them to stack the box, or if we can run the 12 personnel and bully them a little bit, Why not? But we cannot allow them to run on us. We need to shut down the run and force Trevor Lawrence to beat us with his arm.
Look, I've been following Claypool back since his freshman year in Notre Dame.
Me too.
I mean, I feel you, but Clay is.
Yeah, I don't want him to play.
He's not a number one to me. He's not. I mean, he's a big body. He's good, but he's not that number one.
But he is the only guy I would take in the trade and then give him like a 4th or 5th round pick. He's worth that. But as far as him to be the number one guy, he's not that guy.
Let me see the salary.
I say you run with the guys you have right now. We'll get healthy later on in the season, right? And hopefully they've picked it up and gotten together. That's what you hope. You hope the team gets better week in and week out under the system, in the same system, installing new parts of the system. You don't install the whole system in the offseason. Some of it is still being installed week by week in the game planning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what people don't understand. They think football is just easy, like you go out in your backyard and draw it up in the sand. No, football is a very complex, tough mental game.
Right. And that's the way
and coaches are breaking night, fucking getting divorced and all types of shit, like because they live at the stadium. They're working. They're trying to figure it out. They're doing logistics, analytics, watching film, designing plays, consulting with the other coaches. What is this going to work? Well, what about if they do this? And a contingency plan for that. And it's a lot. And then you got to remember all the verbiage. What do you think? Every play ain't drawn out in paragraphs. It's a short little play call that they have to remember, and everybody has to know their assignment on said play call. So when they're in the huddle, they got to listen because it's intricate. And when he's on the line and the crowd is making noise and he's making changes and shifts and adjustments at the line and calling out the pre-snaps, hey, this guy's the mic, and hey, shift over here. We're going to this. You know, it's a lot you got to remember.
Yep.
5-6 weeks into a new system. Bunch of young guys who never played together.
I'm good. Seattle.
Right. Can I say something to Diella? I want to say something to Diella.
All right. Have a good night, brother. Thank you for always being here.
All right, guys. Take
Get
care.
you some rest, bro.
8:20 tomorrow. Lose channel, right?
What? 8:20? Oh, tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Till then.
All right,
Joe.
Diella, you want a 6'4" receiver on a rookie contract? Draft one ourselves if we can. Look up Quentin Johnson, wide receiver from TCU.
Go get Terrell Owens.
If he lasts that long.
Exactly. No, I'm just saying, if you want a 6'4",
and I think he's better than Claypool. I think he can be a number one. Like that dude is a monster. When you look at him play, that dude's a monster.
You go sign Terrell Owens to a 12-week deal right now.
Of course, we probably would, but
I think Claypool is a nice receiver, and I wouldn't mind having him here if we gave up a 4th or 5th round pick. I think that's a steal for the guy.
Outplay his ass right now. Sign Terrell Owens for 12 weeks.
Man, you crazy as hell. Tell you outplay no Claypool. Not right now. Now a 35-year-old T.O. would. A 35, 36-year-old T.O. would, but not 48-year-old T.O. But he outplay Seals.
They got to run with his ass. They can't just let him run back there. They got to respect him. He's still running 4.3.
He running 4.4, 4.5. It's still pretty good to be his age. That pass pretty good. I still don't know how he's running that fast. That's crazy.
For 12 weeks, I just need you for 12 weeks, baby. I don't need you for 18 weeks. 12 weeks. Ice bath every night. Listen, don't worry about it. We just need you to run about 12 plays a game.
Yep. Run about 12 good routes a game. We got you, T.O.
12 routes a game for 12 weeks. Come on, let's work it out. 12 for 12. Let's go. Shit.
I mean, now, people just got to stop. A.J. Bravo, Marvin Jones Jr., no. You don't put a receiver, you don't give up draft capital for a receiver on this team the way it's built now unless he's a number one receiver. Because if you put a number one receiver on this team, all the other receivers are going to be good.
He plays for the Jaguars.
Yeah.
They're interested in Kadarius Toney is the rumor. I would not trade Kadarius Toney for Marvin Jones Jr.
I'm not trading Kadarius Toney unless I'm getting a number one receiver back. Or they giving me like a second round pick. He was just drafted in the first round last year.
Right.
And so I don't think nobody's going to give you a second round pick for Kadarius Toney right now. So unless it's a Super Bowl contender team, say the Vikings feel Kadarius Toney could put him over the top, or the Chiefs feel Kadarius Toney could put him over the top, or something like that, maybe you'll get a second rounder from them. But other than that, I don't think you get anything for Kadarius Toney right now because he hasn't done anything to get a pick. He ain't even being healthy. He's not even playing. It'd be different if he was on the field playing. He's not even playing, man. You don't even know if this guy's going to play. Or maybe he might be in a doghouse and they're just saying, man, just keep putting him on the injury list until we can get rid of this guy. I hope that's not the case. I hope that he's just hurt. And when he comes back, he can do something for us. But I can't trade any assets or anything on this team if I'm not getting a number one legit alpha receiver on the outside. Because that's the only thing that helps this offense.
Aside from the center and the left guard, of course.
Yeah. I'm talking about as far as passing.
I know. I just had to throw that in there. I'm still on my O-line shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to reiterate it. I've been saying it over and over again.
Who's the
all
lady?
These trades? I'm just saying in general, because
ladies
still watch. Don't ladies still watch the streams afterwards?
Ronnie's not here. Trina's not here. It's just us.
You don't know if they're not watching. They might not just comment.
Oh, okay. True indeed. All right.
So my point being is, with any trade, you have to take into account the salary cap, and we're at about we're about 3 to 4 million in salary cap for the rest of the year. So any trade you do is going to impact that one way or another. If you trade out a salary cap, a player with their contract, what is their dead cap hit? Because that's also a factor. If you trade out Toney, what is his dead cap hit? Because we're the ones that are going to be stuck with that. So, and that goes now to free agents and what number one receiver is in the free agent market. So there you go. Always consider salary cap with any trade that you're talking about. All right, I'm done preaching.
I mean, people just think that this is Madden. You can just go make a trade and just grab the person. You can't do that. But, you don't make a trade for a receiver unless he's a number one receiver, because that's the only thing that helps his receiving core. You put a number one legit receiver out there, that makes all your other receivers better as well, because now they have less attention because a lot of the attention is on him. Hell, a number one tight end. And I think Bellinger can actually develop into that. Really, Coach and Lou and Chad, I'll be honest with you, I just think these guys need to develop in this system.
Yeah.
I think these dudes are going to be beasts in this system. I think Bellinger is going to be an absolute monster in this system.
Oh, yeah. I'm very happy with the Bellinger pick.
Yeah. I told you guys Bellinger was going to be good before he even came out.
I'm very happy with the Bellinger pick. And yes, you did. When we was doing all that damn college shit and all who we think was going to get drafted in all the mock drafts, and yeah, you did.
And I'm telling you, he's going to start playing faster once he learns the system and everything becomes natural to him. You automatically move faster when the system is good to you.
Deshaun Jackson just got signed to the Ravens.
Yep, Deshaun Jackson got signed to the Ravens.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that helps him.
Years.
Deshaun Jackson is 36. He's still fast.
And that's the whole thing. He's fast.
No, I know. He
definitely could take the top off the. Yeah, he killed us during his career. But he definitely can take the top off the defense, so that helps him a lot. I don't know how much that's going to help him.
I'm glad we already played the Ravens.
Right.
Well, he signed for practice guy. He ain't gonna be ready to be a big contributor for a couple of weeks, man.
But I mean, Coach, you know this. You been on the coaching side and playing side. You know your players start to look faster when they get adapted to the system. And now they know what they're doing.
The game slows down for them. Yeah, and it becomes second nature.
Here's what I want to tell y'all. All right. I mean, I've been coaching since I was a teenager. Yes. When I went to college and I played, I was the biggest and one of the fastest guys on the team, playing as a defensive lineman. It didn't take me until the middle of the third game for me to take a senior spot. And that's when things just started to slow down, and I started to understand the techniques and the schematics of what we were doing defensively. And close to the end of the season is really when I got into my groove. So it takes a while for players to, especially young players, to develop in a new system like that. So Bellinger, you see it. You see the talent. He's grown. He's going to be fine. I mean, he has how many? 4 touchdowns so far?
And the thing is, they're growing together, Coach, which is what a coach, as you know, likes to see. You got Daniel Jones improving. Saquon is back, right? The line is starting to run block way better now. And now the offense is starting to get a little better. DJ is seeing things clear. He's buying time with his feet, keeping his eyes open down the field, hitting the open man when he can, or taking the first down, right? So, I mean, it's starting to come together, and they're all starting to grow together. They're building that real team bond, which is a few pieces away from sustained success. A center, a true stud center, a true left guard, a number 1 wide receiver, and either a ball hawk cornerback or a dog of a linebacker. One of them two, interchangeable. I'll take either one of those. But those are the 4 pieces we need to be set.
To where it's like, okay, we're beating you 20-3 at halftime and wind up beating you 40-10 after the game, because the only thing that's clicking on all cylinders is the run game. That's it. And it's because the run game is the run game. No matter what scheme and everything you run, as long as you know how to block, the run game is going to move. But that passing game, you got to know when to cut, when to do your route, how I want you to run this route when you see this coverage. When I see this coverage, you need to do this route and all that. That's going to take time. And I commend Daniel Jones for not turning the ball over, considering that he's had receivers that DBs don't have to get out their back pedal.
3rd offense in 4 years.
Right. Right. And this is not an easy offense to learn. This is complex. That's why you see Dable running a wildcat at times, because he's all like, okay, I don't want to overload these guys. These guys are looking like they're getting a little, they're not looking as sharp as they need to be. Let's see if we throw some wildcat out and confuse them a little bit. Let's get Daniel Jones coached up. Okay, Daniel, we need you to do this. And Daniel's a robot. Whatever you tell him to do, he's going to go out there and do it. And they've been asking him, hey, look, we need a touchdown now here, Daniel. Go out there and get it done for us. All right, coach.
Yeah.
He goes do it.
Yep, especially when we down.
Why you think Dable be so fucking hype after the games? He's like, fuck, we are winning. We are winning.
He was yelling at the crowd. Like, oh, shit.
These boys ain't even where we know. They're nowhere near where we want them to be right now. But these boys got heart and they out there winning. That's why they get so hype after victories. And you don't see the Bills.
They had a big hand in what the Bills look like. I was just about to say that. Go ahead.
You don't see the Bills getting really, real hype like that after victories, because they expect it. They already know what time it is. But these boys, they like, fuck.
We're ahead of schedule. We're ahead of schedule.
Coach was right, man. If we do play like this, shoot, we can play with anybody. Now let them go out of these next 4 games, win 3 of them. You're gonna see a totally different team.
Now,
Thanksgiving.
Watch this. Yep. Now this is the point I was about to make now. when Tom Coughlin made the decision, which is what I love about him. He's a true football guy through and through. And John Madden called him and left him a message all teary-eyed because he didn't bench his players. We were already in the playoffs. And they was like, oh, they should bench them and sit them and rest them, and they ain't got nothing to play for. And they went in there, went blow for blow with New England. I believe they were 15-0 at the time.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. And we ended up losing 38-35 with the best team in the NFL. When they walked into the locker room after that game, they said to themselves, and they've said this in interviews, I'm not making this up, that in that moment, after that game, they knew that they can beat the best team, that they were the better team if they just made a few adjustments. And that propelled them to go on that run when they went on and beat Tampa and then Dallas and then Green Bay and, of course, the New England Patriots.
But, I mean, they had motivation throughout the whole playoffs. First, Tiki and Rondé were talking shit. They said Eli could be had, and Rondé Barber was like, Eli? Who the hell? Okay. They went and beat the Buccaneers. And then the very next week, Tony Romo and Jason Witten had the nerve to go to Cabo, Mexico before the damn game on a vacation. Okay, so that means you're extremely confident. You're taking a vacation before the game, okay. And then the Packers game, nobody chose us to beat the Packers. They said we were going to get destroyed by Brett Favre.
Yeah. And I told everybody, I'm like, y'all crazy. Y'all realize we practice in New York, motherfucker, right? You know it's cold in New York, right?
And then we didn't even need any motivation to play the Patriots again because we already motivated to play because we thought we could beat them. And then Brady comes out and says, oh, we're only going to put up 17 points.
17 points, yeah. Didn't even get there.
It was like, okay. So it just depends. This team is going to play a lot fast. I can't wait till this team gets adjusted to this system.
Which is what we said. Listen, the offense is going to primarily have to run through Barkley in the run game. The defense is going to have to carry us until the offensive line gels and these guys get their chemistry going and understand the playbook better.
Right. Do you guys understand that we're going through the perfect storm right now? Do you understand that when this offense really starts to click, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with? We're winning and we're just learning. We're winning, running the ball and playing defense right now and pure heart. If you want to take that away from the Giants and say, oh, you're just winning because you're just playing with pure heart, so fucking what? We're still winning. When this team gets acclimated to this system, look at the way Marcus Johnson is playing. Marcus Johnson is the only receiver I've seen that get open in the back of the end zone where Daniel Jones could throw that ball on the rope to get it to him. When that starts to become consistent, because I'm telling you, the receivers you're going to see on this field is going to be Richie James, Wan'Dale Robinson, Marcus Johnson, Darius Slayton, and Seals going to come in to block. I'm fine with that moving forward because when those guys get acclimated to this system, you got two deep threats. You got two receivers that can work in the slot. You got David Seals. I would train him to get a back shoulder throw all season long. When you come in the game, they know it's going back shoulder. So that's going to open it up for somebody else. And then Bellinger. Bellinger is going to be the key. If he turns into that security blanket that I believe that he can turn into when he gets acclimated to this system, look out. Because if he starts beating people across the middle of the field and start making those little blocks and then coming out on little hitch routes and getting first downs, and it's like, damn, man, we had him at 38. We let fucking Bellinger get a first down. That's going to start crushing these teams. And then you're going to start seeing Darius Slayton slowly but surely start getting more deep passes going down the field. What if what's the boy Shane Lemieux come back at left guard and he just shuts it down at left guard? What if they say, Bredesen, you play left guard, Feliciano, let's see what Lemieux can do at center, and they both turn out to be pretty damn good. We are in a perfect storm to make a great push this year because if that offense gets a whole lot better and Daniel Jones really does start putting up over 200 yards a game, that's your ass. I promise you that's your ass because this running game ain't going to stop.
Thought I
And
told
he's
you that
putting
he
up
won't stop. Thought I told you that
right,
he won't
and he's
stop.
putting up 200 yards a game and only throwing the ball 18 to 20 times and still getting a touchdown or two. That's the team nobody wants to play. I promise you, that's the team nobody wants to play in the playoffs, especially in cold weather. A team that can run the ball and play good defense in cold weather, that is a messed up situation for your ass. Ask Aaron Rodgers. He gets his ass whooped every year by the 49ers on his home field because you want to know why? They can run the ball, they play great defense, and Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't turn the ball over, and they beat the Packers 10-3, 17-10, 2013. Stupid ass scores like that. Aaron Rodgers, MVP year, throwing up 48, 50 touchdowns, can't throw not one touchdown against the 49ers in the playoffs because you want to know why? The weather changes in Green Bay, that wind is swirling, and you got to run the ball. And guess what the 49ers do? They run the ball even when they pass it. You get Deebo Samuel a quick screen pass, that's nothing but a run, and that's a major running back. And that's nothing you want to tackle in the cold. If you have vision, I promise you, Saquon Barkley is not going to be a guy you want to tackle in cold weather.
Hell no.
Hell, Daniel Jones is not a guy that you want to deal with in cold weather. You want to know why? Because he runs the ball very efficiently and he's not turning the ball over and he can still make any pass on the field. Unlike Jimmy G, who's a little bit limited, Daniel Jones can make any pass on that field. And that's where Kadarius Toney's silly ass will come into play in cold weather games where we can get the ball to him in open space and let him do his job out there and juke people out there in the cold who can't move as well. Can't even move with him when it's warm outside.
Yeah.
So what makes you think you're going to run with him when it's cold outside? He's still better than you.
Yeah, Gates is practicing now, so we'll see. But I'm surprised he's even not.
And you continue to get comments like these. Giants had one good year and everybody's losing their shit. No, we're just telling you facts. Who's losing their shit? Nobody losing their shit.
But
it's like you can't be happy for your team being 5-1. But I bet you if Justin Herbert was 5-1, you'll be losing your shit. For guys that you like, I don't even know why half of you guys are Giants fans. Right. I don't even know why half of you guys are Giants fans. How the hell you not hype about your team being 5-1?
I don't care about none of that shit. We about to go in here. We about to whoop Jacksonville ass. We're going to be 6-1. What's your score prediction for the game, Pat?
24-10.
Giants.
Right.
Coach?
We're going to win by 1 point or up to 100 points.
Man, this dude is very fake.
I'm not good at that stuff. I'm not good at that stuff, man. I'm really not.
All right.
I'll do this.
And yeah, Christopher Tony, Brandon Ayuk is a beast too. That's why you don't want to play the 49ers and during playoff time. But go ahead, Coach.
27-17 Giants.
All right. 27 points. Match our highest score this season.
I've been studying.
I'm with you. I'm around the 28-30 mark. Maybe we can pull off 30 this week. I'm gonna say 30-14. Giants.
Yeah, I've just been studying something. Check this out, Pat.
AJ Bravo says 21-17. King Jerry says 24-10. The Koof Man 87 says 27-13.
What you got, Coach?
We've just been looking at some of their numbers. The one that intrigues me in their team stats is their first downs.
Will Wilkins
Jacksonville
says 28-12 New York Giants. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all right. Jacksonville has gained 32 first downs by 42 by rushing, 75 by passing, 13 by penalty, while they give up 37 rushing, 71 passing, and 12 penalties. The Giants, we get 56 first downs by rushing, 51 passing, 15 penalties, and give up 40 rushing, 66 passing, 15 penalties.
15 yards and penalties?
No, 15 first downs via penalty.
Okay.
That right there, number one, shows how balanced we are and how they get their first downs pretty much by passing, which also tells me they may be behind the sticks a lot of times. Their conversion on third downs is 41%, 30 for 73. And they allow 33 for 76, which is about 43%. And
we're both pretty good, pretty good balanced teams. To be honest,
24-13.
Let's see, 30 for 78 for us, which is about 38%, and 20. No, my math is off. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Shane Trent says Jaguars beating them New York Brickley Titans. Okay.
Yeah, 38%. That's what I said. And then 23 for 71, that's what we give up in third down conversions, which is about 32%. So we don't give up a lot of first downs off of third downs.
And that's another reason why we're winning. Remember, in years past, we would give up 3rd and 18s consistently.
Yeah, that shit used to drive me crazy. Oh my God.
The only game that we really done that bad was the Bears when they got that 3rd and 23. 3rd and 20 against us with that 23-yard screen, and we let that tight end do it. But other than that, we really haven't been doing that. And that's another reason why we're winning games this year too. We're getting off the field when we're supposed to.
Exactly.
What's going on, Dash?
What's good, bro?
We've given up 2 touchdowns by rushing. It should have been more than that.
Shit, I know we gave up 1 to the Ravens.
Yeah. Dallas got 1. Zeke got 1.
That's it.
And Kenyon Drake got 1. We didn't let Derrick Henry get 1. We didn't let Christian McCaffrey get 1.
Damn.
No, Lamar didn't score a touchdown rushing last week, did he? No, it was passing to Andrews.
And Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, no, I said we've only given up 2 rushing touchdowns for the whole year.
Yeah.
And 7 through the air. That goes back to what that goes to giving up points. You can score and you can get yards in between the 20s.
Okay, Big Dash said 28-17. Mine was 30-14. Dash, and Super Tosh says 28-13.
Bingo. There it is.
What?
We've given up 16 field goals out of 19 tries. That tells me right there everything we need to know. That's why teams are not beating us. They're kicking they're kicking field goals while we're
scoring touchdowns or kicking field goals sometimes.
Well, we scored 12 field goals and 8 touchdowns. I'm sorry, 8 rushing touchdowns and 5 through the air, so it's 13.
13 touchdowns.
That speaks
interesting.
Exactly.
We shut down Jaguars. Our defense will give them fits. Tibbs, Dex, Leo, and company will eat Sunday. Let's go, Will Wilkins.
Pressure breaks pipes. Exactly.
So, basically what we're actually playing what they call bend but don't break defense to a T.
Mm-hmm.
And then those teams that get greedy, we're stopping them from getting touchdowns.
28-12, New York Giants. Let's go. Okay, Will Wilkins.
And how many times in the past have we kicked field goals and teams have gone down and scored touchdowns, and it gets frustrating?
Mm-hmm. Now, the thing I will say is when we score a touchdown, we got to stop the other team from coming back and scoring too. we still haven't got real good about that. Like we'll put up a touchdown and then we'll let that team come right down there and score another touchdown. We're right back in another dog fight.
Mm-hmm.
Jay the God says 27-14 Giants. Okay.
Yeah, I mean those are some pretty interesting stats, Coach. I'm glad you said that. That's showing exactly what's going on. We're getting off the field on third down, and when they do drive it down the field, we're not giving up many touchdowns.
Yep.
It also tells me that they get their first that their heavy pass more than anything. What's their
That's where Thibodeau and Ojulari are going to have to come in effect. And that just clarifies what I said earlier. I said you cannot let Trevor Lawrence get clean in the pocket because they love to pass.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't been clean in the pocket the past couple of games. You see, they've been losing. Well,
and I think we're gonna shut down
giving up some points.
Because if you notice, we've been out there playing with like 3 safeties.
We ain't got a choice. Shit, we ain't got the cornerback there. And I don't know if Rodarius Williams is coming back. I ain't heard shit about him.
Facts.
So we still rolling with Moreau, Pennick, Darnay Holmes, and Adoree Jackson.
All right, they get about 358 total offensive yards per game.
Super Taj said Trevor fumbled 4 times against Philly.
And Philadelphia beat them, and they didn't have to drive the field not one time. That's how they've been beating people. I swear that's how they've been beating people. But people will say that our defense is making it like that for Daniel Jones, that he doesn't have to drive the field. No. What you're talking about is what the Eagles are doing. Them damn Eagles are getting turnovers. They got like four or 5 games with like 3 turnovers or more.
It must be that 2.7.
Yeah, Pat, I can't stay on here, man, late tonight. I gotta get
some.
No.
Shut it down.
Right,
I was only planning on going an hour and a half tonight anyway, so. Y'all got any last words before we get up out of here?
Wait a minute, don't say it like that. Good God. I'm waking up in the morning.
I'm just gonna enjoy going over these numbers, and then watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna do me a little film study before I go to sleep tonight. I don't know. I got a problem.
Dude, they got Pat all riled up, man.
No, I do this whether I'm riled up or not. I'll be on there.
No, I know, but you still agitated. I can see it. I can hear it in your voice. Dude is so
I only get agitated when people just say off the wall shit. Like, let me know the real reason why you don't like the person. Don't just tell me some stupid stuff and be like, no. Just tell me you just don't like Daniel Jones. I don't like him, and I don't want him to be the quarterback on his team. There's nothing he can actually do to change my mind. That's fact. Cool. I can understand that. Hey, it is what it is. You just don't like the guy.
Super Taj says we have 6 turnovers and only 2 picks against them.
No, that's what they did against the Jaguars, the Eagles. They had 6 turnovers that game. They didn't have to move the ball. The defense did it all.
He said, Christopher Tony says, I say the defense will get 4 sacks on Sunday. Will Wilkins says we will get a few interceptions off Trevor Lawrence. Our blitz will speed up his time clock in his head. Hurts did throw for 300 plus the first 3 games, though, Pat.
They give up 1.7 sacks per game.
You said we give up 1.7
No,
sacks
they
per
do.
game?
They do. They've given up 10 total. We have given up.
I was going to say that's
19.
a lot. I know. Yeah, I know we give up at least 2 to 3 a game.
Yeah, we're giving up 19.
So that's 3.25?
3.2, 3.16.
Yeah, 3. We play 6 games, not 5. So
Almighty Finesse says 27-20 the Giants. 3 out of 4.
I hope that's true, Christopher Tony. 3 out of the 4 D linemen will get a sack on Sunday. I hope that's true.
Let's go. Let's go.
But I do like Dexter Lawrence matchup against the interior of the offensive line.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And if Leo is healthy, I definitely like our interior defensive line against them.
Exactly. Interceptions, they have 2, 4, 7 total. Where the fuck are their sacks at?
Julian Love will get another interception. I think Adoree gets his first one of the year.
He might.
I think he picked Sunshine off. That's his new name now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sunshine.
Right.
Devin Lloyd is second on the team with 56 tackles. Foye Kuhn is 58 with 1.
Now they do have Devin Lloyd at linebacker as well, and he's playing exceptionally well this year. So their defense is nothing to sneeze at. Josh Allen, Devin Lloyd, Trayvon Walker. One of their defensive tackles is very good as well. Their cornerbacks can be had. You just got to be able to get the ball off. So
Josh Allen has 3 sacks. Trayvon has 1. Roy Robertson has 1.
How many batted balls do we have? Sorry. How many passes batted down at the line do we have?
They don't have that in here. Let me hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was
Jags
a big play deal.
Let me see. Do we have our? No, they don't have. They don't have them in this. They don't have them
that's
listed
kind of
here.
hard. That's a hard stat to keep up with.
But it's the batted ball is a PBU, so it's a pass breakup. No matter what.
He said at the line. He said at the line.
Oh, at the line. Oh, yeah. No, that's
balls batted. There's not balls batted. That's a stat.
It's still a pass breakup,
but I don't think they.
No, they don't keep it at the line. I think it's more PBU. So.
Okay.
So they might be counting them as PBUs. We can look
how many of them do we have?
I don't see PBUs in here on either team. I don't know if it's just the NFL.
This is disrespectful.
Right.
But let me go to see.
Oh, they call it pass defense. Pass defense.
Yeah, passes defense.
Same thing for me. PBUs is the passes defense. But that's me.
Maybe that's what they're calling it.
Yeah, now they call it pass defenses.
They said if you ain't picking it off, we ain't putting the stat up. That's what they said.
Wow. I think they boozed you.
Let me see team stats. Do you have it on the team stats?
I just said I wasn't staying on here late.
See what I'm saying?
All right, let's go. Let's wrap it up. I'm sorry. I'm going.
No, I want to hear this first though. That's why
I'm trying to find it.
Talking to myself, like my dumb ass just said I wasn't staying on here. Then I got myself into another conversation.
Right.
And now I want the answer.
And I'm intrigued like a bug. I'm waiting for it.
I'm like, why does the NFL not have that? That's
doing
trash.
This shit to my damn self.
I'm like, the NFL had. All right, wait a minute. Let me go to the passing rush, receive fumbles, tackles, interceptions. No, they don't have any pass defense, PBU, nothing. All right, wait a minute. Isn't it next gen stats? Fastest ball carriers. What the?
Whoa, pause. No, let me stop.
Right.
No, it just says stat type fastest ball carriers in 22. Duvernay is number 1 because they're rating his speed. He's at 21.6.
Okay.
All right, Tariq Woolen is number 2 at 21.5.
Hey! You say you was looking at passes defense. You talking about fastest ball carrier?
No, I'm looking.
Get out of here.
I don't see it. If anybody else knows where to look, tell me because I can't find it.
Almighty said go to Football Reference.
Football Reference. Okay, thanks, Almighty.
Thank you, Chad. Always looking out for it.
That's what a family does. Football Reference. All right. Oh, Pro Football Reference.
Why are you running?
What?
All right, leaders.
I don't know. That's what I like to be hearing on those little TikToks. Why are you running?
And seasonal 2022. Defensive stats. All right, I'm a dumb fuck because I can't find this shit.
Hey, I got something to say while you're looking for that.
Yeah.
Per source, Saquon Barkley has not allowed a pass pro pressure in the last 3 games, 16 pass attempts. Even with a banged up shoulder, he's had some nice blitz pickups. Only one play, I believe, Peters' defensive pass interference in the end zone was his technique bad.
So you telling me somebody watched our video and then went and wrote that article after I said that shit? See how disrespectful these people are? No, let me stop. Well, I tell you can't say nothing on YouTube without somebody going to snag
Well, unfortunately, that's not the case.
I'm just
It came out at
messing with you, bro.
7:58
I'm
p.m.
just messing with you.
Pass defense.
Yeah, I know.
What team are we looking for in pass defense? Giants have 24 total. Yeah,
okay.
Let me see. Jacksonville. Where's Jacksonville? Where the fuck is Jacksonville?
So that's 4 pass breakups a game. That's pretty damn good.
Green light. Let me do it this way. Pass defense. Okay. Jacksonville has 40. Damn. Jacksonville's 40, Eagles 38, Buffalo's 35, Pittsburgh's 33, Baltimore's 32.
Well, my bad.
We're ranked 17th in the league.
But we give up the least amount of receptions and yards, ain't it?
Yeah, let me see.
Maybe because people feel they could just run it on us all day, I guess. And it's kind of true.
Passing defense. Green Bay Packers 984. Shit. Where, if I'm reading this right, out of the league, we are number 25 in giving up yards, but we have the 25th least. So going in reverse order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're 7th in yards, total yards. The worst is Atlanta because they give up 1687 total. We have given up 1167. Our completion percentage is 58.1, which looks like it's number 1. No, what the Commanders at 57.9, New England 58.6, Cincinnati 56.6. Wow.
That means we're allowing
the completion on us. Yeah, the completion percentage. But see, they do it from the who gives up the most. I hate when they do shit like that. We're 5th in the league in completion percentage.
So we're not giving up a great amount of completion.
58.1%.
And that's low. Because if your quarterback is only throwing 58.1% completion percentage, you're pissed off.
It says the attempts in 6 games, we've allowed teams to attempts 186 attempts and 108 completions. This can't be right, man. Completions, yes, it says completions 108, 186.
186, yeah, that's about 58%, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, I could have sworn we allowed teams, but no, we haven't. Teams haven't passed on us.
To be honest with you, I don't see how they haven't been passing on us.
It's just been a few chunk plays here and there because we mostly be stopping them, get them to third down, get them to 3rd and long, and then they'll get a big chunk play to keep the drive alive. And that's how they get them field goals.
We are the 3rd worst in total yards. We've given up 869.
Yeah, see, we're giving up the yards, but not the points. So we're not going to lead in them categories because we're giving up the yards. Yeah, but by the end of the year, we'll lead by least amount of points allowed. You know what I'm saying?
That's what really matters. As long as your point total ain't the highest in the league and you at the bottom half of the league, you're going to win some games.
That just
throw up 1,000,000 yards if they don't score.
Who's allowing the least amount of points?
Touchdowns. It doesn't do points right now. It just says touchdowns. Cleveland has the worst at 11, and we're 5th. We've only given up 2. Tennessee has only given up 1 touchdown. Oh no, this is rushing.
And that was us.
That's rushing. That's rushing. That's rushing. I'm sorry. That's what I'm looking at. We've given up 2 rushing and what do we say, 7 passing, I believe. And Tennessee is only giving up 1 rushing, and so, but I'm not gonna look at them anymore. Yeah, we've given up 7. We're tied for with Philly. Philly's only given up 7 passing touchdowns. Denver's only given up 3.
Oh, Denver's defense be balling. It's their offense, bro.
Yeah.
If that offense ever get it together, Denver gonna be good because their defense be balling.
Denver's given up 3 passing touchdowns. Houston, Chicago, San Francisco, and Green Bay have given up 4. Cincinnati and Buffalo 5. Dallas, the Rams, the Vikings 6, and us and Philly are at 7. Touchdown passes given up.
And we've allowed 2 rushing, so we've allowed 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, we've allowed Tennessee is 1, Dallas, New England, Cincinnati, and us. We've allowed 2 rushing touchdowns.
So we're second in the rushing touchdowns. Yeah.
But that also goes back to what we were talking about earlier in terms of defenses, what they're doing, what they're giving up. Okay, you can skew whatever you want. Numbers never lie.
Oh, Beavers, he's out for the year.
Yeah, Beavers is gone. That's the middle linebacker we might get back. That might change some things.
Yep.
He might already be on the roster.
Thank you, Almighty Finesse. You gave me a new toy.
Football Reference.
I mean, that's stuff that I go into. That's what I use sometimes when I do schemes and stuff, and I look at. So I look at, your yardage and all that stuff, percentage. But that's a football coach. I'm sorry. That's what it is. But enough of talking about that. I know we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Good night, fellas.
Thank you guys for tuning in. It's another episode of True Big Blue Podcast. Appreciate everybody staying in the comments and rocking with us this whole time, man. We're going to go and beat the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. We're going to be 6-1. And who knows? Let's try to be 9-1 by the time we play them boys again on Thanksgiving. If that happens, oh, man. Lord have mercy.
Lot of mercy.
Hell of a season, right? But appreciate everybody. Until the next episode, smoke screen.